What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today? We are in the midst of it. It is Wednesday, June 3rd, 10:15 a.m. Midweek. We got fights coming up in 2 days. So, those in the know, JSB Insiders, we are in our film study, research, riffing shoulder to shoulder phase. The Discord is alive and popping, and there's a lot to talk about. Unfortunately, my books still don't, they only opened up 2 fights with props. So, today in this live stream, we're going to go over the Japanese card. We're going to go over the Eye of the Tiger card. We're going to go over the Zuffa card in the UK. We're going to go over the Pro Box card. There's 4 cards, guys, and there might be a 5th, right? But of all of those 4 cards at the moment, I'm only getting 2 fights with props. So just be patient. I woke up this morning and I love how keen everybody is, but I had a couple messages about from JSB Insiders like, Johnny, where are the tickets? Where are the props at? Be patient, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's only Wednesday. Hey, I love this. I love it though. People are keen. Check the Patreon and check the YouTube members only section. I've posted one, two. You guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 tickets that are live. 5 tickets already going into the weekend. The 6th ticket is our quarterly play that was started in April. Obviously, we have 1 leg left. It's a 9-legger that pays plus 500, so a full unit is going to be tasty. We just need Abdullah Mason to come through, but that's not until the first week of July. After that July 5th fight, I'll do another quarterly parlay for the month of July. I might put that together early, but I don't want fights to overlap. That's why I haven't created another one, because patience is a virtue. So we have Abdullah Mason, so that ticket's live. But then you guys have a triple that pays plus 105. You guys have a short parlay that pays 223. I gave you my dog of the week at plus 120. You guys have my UFC triple that's paying plus 122. And then I just released today my prop of the week at plus 400. So check the Patreon, check the YouTube members only section. That's 5 tickets, and we don't even have props yet. So what I'm waiting for, and everyone's waiting for, because we got lucky as hell last week. I'm not going to sit here and tell you. You'll never hear from me that I know what I'm doing. There's no way. It's just I'm not. That's not how I'm wired. I put effort into this, and I listen. I'm a good listener. I listen to the Discord. I listen to the JSB Insiders. I do my research. I coach. I fight. I know the sport. I watch the sport. So all of that, if you want to say I know what I'm doing, then say I know what I'm doing. But I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to hit delay. I know that's what everybody's waiting for, and we're going to continuously do it. And I know for the next 50 weeks, I'm going to give you 50 moonshot parlays. And, we do have a 50% hit rate. But I told everybody that parlay that hit that you guys keep asking about, why didn't you put? I posted it in the Discord the morning of, and trust me, you guys wouldn't have followed it anyway. So I guess what we needed was proof of life. So because we did hit one, that's proof of life. Now I will start posting those. And that'll just be one of the bets that gets cooked every week, because how many times a year are you going to hit a 490 to 1 bet? Anyway, I can't place that anyway because we don't have props. We have props on the Padley fight. We have props on the Albert Ramirez fight. Other than that, I'm going to say what's up. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff. Best community in the world, best sport in the world. Let's talk about it. Also, guys, the Patreon we're growing. So overnight, 10 new Patreons, 4 new JSB Insiders on YouTube. That's 14 new VIPs. To get the Discord link, if you want the Discord link, email me, johnnystofko@icloud.com. My email is on my YouTube channel. It's just my name at iCloud. That is those emails are only for my coaching business and our YouTube. So John, and I know if you've joined or not. So I've had like 5 dudes as of late try to say, hey, what's up, Jay? I joined the Discord. I'm like, bitch, what's your email? They give me their emails. Like, man, you've been banned. Like, if I was an asshole, if I was a dick, I would tell that I would list names, but I'm not like that. There's 3 guys that we kicked out over this, since we launched in August. There's 3 guys that we kicked out that have tried to, and for like being racist, just swearing, just acting like a child, that have tried to come back with different emails, but I get a notification. I could easily be an asshole, but that's not who I am. All right, let's get into this. Angel, Angel Calito, what's up, buddy? Jerry, dogs locked it. Thank you, man. Hey, brother. You're my dude. I'm happy with it. And what, guys, also for the insiders, for the Patreon boys and the YouTube members only, I'm starting a new video series today. The first video will be uploaded after this live stream. They're basically members only videos that are 2 minutes long that will be focusing just on my props, explaining them. Because some of you guys, I know we talk about them on the YouTube, on the live streams. And the non-members, also, guys, if you guys are non-members and you want to support me, do whatever you can. But if you're watching week in and week out, I do these you should know my leans. You should know who I'm taking. And if you've ever won or you've ever enjoyed any of these live streams, just like the video. That's all I care about. We're a growing community. Everybody counts. Whether it's the ones who don't subscribe, who watch from the outside, who talk shit about us, you still count because you're helping our reach. Or the ones who are in our Discord, who pay the monthly service, who support me like my family, because we're a growing family in there. Everybody means something. So thank you. That dog. So I'll be doing the video I'm doing today. The new series is, I want to try, because I could talk a lot. You know that. I want to try to condense it in 2 to 3 minutes, explaining the prop, just so at least you guys know where my mindset is with the prop. Because I'm watching a guy on YouTube today break down. He was breaking down one of the fights that I broke down. So I broke down the Stats Don't Lie video, Kenneth Lover versus Michael Angeletti. I'm watching a couple guys on YouTube break down Lover versus Angeletti, and I like Lover. They like Angeletti, which is fine. But I'm watching their videos, and they're not telling me why they like Angeletti. They're not talking about his inactivity. Neither guy mentioned even Angeletti's trophies. Like, if you're talking about Angeletti, at least tell me he's the prospect of the year in 2022. Then you got to at least talk to me about his inactivity. Then you got to at least talk about he's the B-side. Like, what we want to do, what we're doing here on our channel is we're trying to push boxing, the knowledge of the boxing fan base. We're trying to push the boxing fan base forward with knowledge. We're not always going to agree with everything, and we're not going to get everything right. But at least we're going to, that's why I call the video Stats Don't Lie. I'm watching guys doing breakdown videos, and they're just giving emotional picks. I like him because he's an American, or I like him because he's technical. Okay. Tell me something about him. How many career fights has he had? How many career rounds has he had? How does he fare with a power puncher? How many punches around does he throw? Like, none of that. So I think that's something we do really well in our community, in our Discord. And I'm not talking about just me. So with all that said, that kind of gave me the idea of week in and week out, when you guys see my knockout of the week or you see my points play, a lot of you guys were confused on why the hell would I take Mimi Haruka to win by knockout against May Solomon. I knew why. Because it was a plus 500, and I was banking on the fact that Mimi was a level above May. And I was banking on the fact that May was getting beat up pillar to post against Jazzy Parr, a 21-year-old kickboxer. And I was expecting a sort of gap in the skill set, which sometimes leads to a knockout, similar to Sam Gilley versus Aston Brown. Now, those who watched the live stream knew that was my perspective. The haters and the casuals in the comment section just talk shit about the prop. This dude doesn't know anything about boxing. So that kind of gave me the idea for the video series. Like, all right, I'm going to make it for the members only, explain my props, give you at least my reasoning. I'm not going to tell you to take this week. The first one, I'll tell you what it's about. Josh Padley is a plus 400 by knockout. I'm not going to tell you to take Josh Padley by knockout, but that's who I'm taking. He's a plus, and you're like, why? He only has 8 knockouts, 7 knockouts. He's fighting Aqib Fiaz. If you look a little bit deeper, though, 5 of his last 7 wins, 5 of his last 7 wins, 5 of them are come by way of knockout. And this is a kid who's extremely confident. This is a kid who's trending. This is a kid with a new contract. This is a kid who fought Shakur pretty tough on like 40 hours notice. And Aqib Fiaz, when you look at his tape, this is a kid who he cuts easily, he bleeds easily, coming off a loss. So these 2 to 3 minute new members only videos will give me at least an opportunity to explain my perspective to the boys. Anyway, Jack Massey plus 425 by now. I'm not getting props on that. That fight isn't going the distance. Chaz 180. What's up, buddy? So I have Massey. We might as well just pull the odds up now. And so I'm not getting any props, as you can see. Last night when I smashed, 2 nights ago, when we smashed Massey, he was the underdog. So right now it's 50-50. So if you guys are waiting, okay, we got props. Shout out to Chaz. I'm going to take... Shout out to Chaz. These props must be new. Okay, so I got Massey yesterday. He was plus 120. Now it's even. Whichever way you go. I like dude, Massey's a big dude. I like Massey's durability. I like his grittiness. I like his size. I like his power. And when I watch Chef Clark, we've taped Chef Clark before. We watched Chef Clark on the show. We watched him really have Chef Clark's opportunity at the domestic level was against Vidal Riley. He just didn't show up. He didn't show up. Jack Massey's been in there with the better competition. Things haven't always gone his way. But I got Massey. He's my dog of the week at plus 120. Chaz is saying take him by stoppage. Dude, my plus 625 by stoppage. Look at that. So that's my price. That's an insane price. So Chaz is saying straight up 425. Dude, plus 625. How do you that's a hard number to pass. That fight isn't going the distance. Chev isn't the biggest puncher. He got a little bit of class to him. I like him better, in the pocket rather than at range. I haven't, because these props just opened up on my book, I haven't gone too in depth with them yet. But that could be, bro, 625 on our moonshot parlay, bro. Holy shit. That could be the opening piece to our moonshot parlay. That's insane. He's a big boy, and he's fought at heavyweight. Subject, I like Ramirez knockout. I'll check the props. I saw your prop on Padley. Is that a lean or a reasonable clip? That's a clear read for me. Still no props on Ibuki. I like Ibuki by knockout. Staying away from CBS. I don't have a play yet on CBS or Riziki. I don't have a prop yet on Ramirez. I am playing the prop on Padley. I think I covered that one. What's up, Massey? Moneyline is a favorite on my betting app. Also, did you check out the Jay-Z? I haven't checked the Jay-Z freestyle yet out, King. Send me it. Send me it on Instagram. Brendan, Johnny, how you been? Curious on how you view Fiaz versus Padley. You feel like Aqib is a must-win since Gideon. I think Fiaz, I don't know if he's the product that they sold him to the market as. Before those fights, is he the guy that he was promised to the public? I don't think so. Padley, the one to me, is the one who's trending, overachieving. A confident fighter is a dangerous fighter, statistically speaking as well. This is the fight. This is the fight. This is exactly what's gonna happen. This is my fight of the weekend. It's why I did a Stats Don't Lie video. I talked about this fight last week. I watched 3D's breakdown. I know that he's taking Angeletti, but I mean, on one of his on the live stream the other day, he said he didn't know who Kenneth Lover was. I was like, how do you not know who Kenneth Lover is? Kenneth Lover at 118 pounds, dude. He's ranked number 7 in the world at 118. This guy's had hype on him coming out of the Philippines for 3 years, and say what you will about him, the kid could crack. And if we've been watching Kenneth Lover on the channel I've only been doing these live streams for a year. But I've been covering boxing, the Stats Don't Lie videos for 2.5 years. I've covered Kenneth Lover before. What I like about Lover, other than the athleticism and the power, is he is making slight adjustments on the defensive end. I love how determined he is. I love how he doesn't question anything. At 23 years old, this kid's left hand is dynamite. He's a southpaw. He's more athletic than Angeletti. I give him the speed advantage over Angeletti. I give him the power advantage over Angeletti. The thing about Angeletti is he is more accurate. What does technical mean? This is what I want to hear. Guys are, oh, but Angeletti's a technician. What does that mean? He's technical with his defense. He's defensively sound. You know, he doesn't. You need to, if you're breaking down a fight, you need to tell me what that means. If you're saying you're taking the guy because he's more technical over the other guy, that's not a path to victory. You're talking about a fundamental. One fundamental doesn't win a fight. So what I don't like about Angeletti though is that he's a 29-year-old prospect. In a calendar year, when this fight goes down this weekend, he would have spent a whole calendar year off. He doesn't turn pro until he's, I think, 23. He's 6 years older than Lover, but he has less pro rounds. He has less fight. He only has 14 pro fights. Why? Why is he being moved like this? He was the prospect of the year of 2022 at 118 pounds. I mean, if this guy is the guy that people think he is, what are we talking? Why is he the B-side getting on a plane for 14 hours traveling to Japan? I think Lover stops him. And if I get that prop, I'm playing it. Massey was never an underdog on my books or most books. Fresh PX, 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 Fresh PX. Don't ever speak in absolutes. Don't ever say never. We got him at plus 120, motherfucker. Yeah. Fresh is my boy. I like Clark over, but get him. Chev Clark lost me money before, so Chev Clark has been on my fade list. I was high on Chev Clark going into the Vidal Riley fight, and then he just totally laid an egg. He had his chance. I look at trends as well. I mean, he's gonna have to have the best fight of this most recent version to beat Massey. I feel chaos too. What's up, Cody? Pally, what? Did we just? What the fuck, dude? Uh-oh, Twitter. Here comes Twitter. Twitter's gonna get us. What's he at? Okay, let me show you. Let me show you something. Holy shit. I just posted this an hour ago. Are people sometimes I forget people watch our shit. That's insane. That shit cut to plus 195. People, that's probably JSB money though. You guys know we got some big hitters in our Discord. I bet you that's No Limit. No Limit's crazy ass will be betting like 10,000 on props and shit. So if No Limit saw that I put my full unit on Padley at plus 400, No Limit probably put 10 racks on that. I mean, how many people though globally are betting on Josh Padley versus Keith Fiaz? You know what I mean? That's crazy. Those odds crash like that. Do you like Albert by knockout at once? It's a tough play at that number. The boys in the Discord are trying to sell me on his opponent. I was like, I don't see it. The boys in the Discord like Lerone. I was like, you are not. If I think Albert Ramirez stops him, a plus at minus 165. I'm gonna have to use that to. I'm gonna have to use that as a parlay. Damn, that's insane. I'm gonna have to put a. So I guess props are out. Amon Katif props are. I'm waiting for the Amon Katif props to drop. I'm waiting for John Arobio props to drop. Guys, if you're not keen, this is the Eye of the Tiger card of Montreal. Dimitri Asinow, I don't usually play him. He's yeah. The Eye of the Tiger props I'm waiting on obviously is Albert Ramirez, Arobio, and Katiyev by knockout. Right now, the Ramirez by knockout, it hasn't moved, and you know that's such a shitty number. Lerone Richards, did I say Lerone Murphy? Did I say Lerone Murphy? UFC's on my mind. Lerone Richards is he's an optically sound, good British boxer. He has a really head scratching knockout loss though, and he likes things his way. Albert Ramirez is a really aggressive, brutal Venezuelan who fights out of Canada. I think 21-0, 19 stoppages. He literally, Albert Ramirez is a 35-year-old who fights like the clock is running out. Like time is running out. You know, some guys fight like, you know, the clock's running out. This is how Ramirez fights. So if you ever play a light heavyweight by knockout, Albert Ramirez is always a good play. It's how he fights. All right, I'll check it out. Youngin, Sydney in the house. We still good. High interest. What's the deal? Shout out to the JSBs. High interest. We up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Anybody watching the Errol Spence Jr. training montage? Like, I gotta be honest with you. Full transparency, guys. Full transparency. So, a month ago, when the Errol Spence Jr. Tim Tszyu news dropped, I placed a prop bet. That was a month ago. I placed a prop bet and I took Timmy by knockout. I just want to let everybody know I'm back to neutral. I cashed that out and I'm back to neutral now. Because I think it was a bit, I think I was on the Henny that night. I think I was drinking some Hennessy with the boys. And logically, I think Timmy should win. But just to play it safe, time to simmer. Errol's my guy. I'm going to the fight. I want to let everybody know I cashed out and I currently do not have a pick right now with EJ versus Tim. Just want to let everybody know. You guys hold me accountable. I hold you accountable. Angeletti has fought Filipino boxers before as Lover fight. Why is it Angelino has fought Filipino Angeletti has never fought Lover. Angeletti has never fought Lover. Angeletti is 29 years old. He's never fought a 12-rounder. He's never fought a 12-rounder before. Why? Why a 29-year-old prospect from Texas always makes me hesitate? We've seen this before with DFG. You guys try to sell me Darius Fulgham. Man, get your punk ass out of here. Bektamir Melikuziev was like, think about back in the day when he was 89, little bro on the ground. Think about that. Like, get out of here. I don't trust regional Texas fighters. That's what I'm saying. The world level, you got a couple. Virgil, Bam, EJ. But yeah, I'm not so 29-year-old prospect at 118 pounds. Guys, come on, dude. 118 pounds. You're in your prime at like where Lover is. 23 years old, 22 years old. Youngin. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy it sank like that. That's a crazy sinkage. DJ in the house. When Jay starts singing, I start saying, DJ Hez 3928, my guy. We're on a streak, boys. What is your full unit? Ha. Hey, da, 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 da. I don't kiss and tell about women. I don't kiss and tell about my bank account. I don't kiss and tell about certain things. A gentleman. I'm not a bragger, dude. I'm not a, like I always say, this is who I am. I'm a very modest sort of guy. I don't need shiny objects. I don't want to make people uncomfortable. Why brag? You guys aren't here to see my bank account. You guys are here to pick my brain on who's going to win. And that, my friend, is what I do, and I'll share to you. back to this though. All I'm gonna say is, all I'm gonna say is, yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything. I gotta stick to my guns. Hey Johnny, I want to take Jack, but he's not the underdog on my book. Out of these three, who do you think is a good parlay piece? I'm looking for a two-man. Padley Ramirez. Lover, look, I'm not. Yeah, good question. Padley Ramirez, I feel way more comfortable than Kenneth Lover, only because, and I talked about this in my stats. And I'm not saying Michael Angeletti is bad. That's not what I'm saying. And he is technical, but I don't. I'm banking on the fact that when you're fighting regional Texas guys or you're fighting at a certain level, you could look a certain way. There's reasons why people are moved a certain way. Kenneth Lover, since he was 20 years old, has been fighting 10 and 12 rounders. When you're a Filipino boxer, you're going to get expedited. At 23 years old, the way he punches, the determination he fights with on offense, I'm leaning that guy until he loses. This is a fighter. How he fights, I'm going to lean until he loses. Angeletti, there's too many questions for me to bet on him. Like, for me to be hesitant on the fact that, will he be able to stay at range? Will he be able to time? Lover's faster than him. Lover has better hand speed than him. Lover has more power than him. Lover has better feet than him. I do like Angeletti's timing and his savviness. Angeletti's a bit savvy in there and he's crafty. But is Angeletti think he's better than what he really is? That's what I'm leaning on. It is a risky fight. It is a risky fight. I don't want to come off here saying that Lover. I'm convinced Lover is going to knock him out, but because I'm betting on Lover on the money line, when I get props, I'm taking Lover to knock him out. I think that pace, that pressure, Lover's combination punching, dude, that left hand as well, and also, and I talked about this in my breakdown, Michael Angeletti loves to fight on the inside. Have fun in there. You have you have fun in the pocket fighting inside with a boxer puncher southpaw who could crack with both hands. Have fun in the pot. And hey, this could come back to burn me, which I'm fine with. I'm not a fence sitter. Have I ever done a breakdown and told you guys I don't know who I'm taking? Have you ever watched the stats on a live video and you left thinking like, oh, I wonder how come he didn't pick a winner? I wonder who's going to win in this one. No, I'm giving you what I see. I'm giving you where my money's at. I'm going down with the shit. So that's what I'm betting. It is a close fight. I think it's going to be. It's a fun fight. It's a skilled fight. Two contrasted styles. Two contrasted careers. My man, I don't trust 30. Because we like to embellish. I don't trust 30-year-old prospects. My man's 35 years old and he's a prospect. I don't got time for all that. He's only 29. Yeah. Fun fight. Fun fight. Mr. Kameda. Let's go, Japan. Lerone, former Olympian and IBO champ. You know who else was an IBO champ? Your boy. Who's your boy? Usama Lima was an IBO champ. IBO champ is your boy. You know who else was a British Olympian? Your boy. Galal, you fight. Your boy. Your boy. You know who else was an Olympian? Your boy. Your boy. Albert Badr Gaziev, your boy, your boy. The Cubans are all Olympians, your boy, your boy. They're on the no-bet list now, your boy, your boy. Lerone might survive. I'm not getting props on it. I don't know if Lerone has the gumption to survive against Ramirez. I saw Lerone singing a cookie commercial the other day. I don't know if Lerone... Albert Ramirez is going to make Lerone question a lot of things. Albert Ramirez is going to be in his grill. He's going to make him question a lot of things. He might get hit on the way in. He might get hit coming through that front door, but he's going to be in his grill. He's going to make Lerone. It's going to be a fight. I think Lerone likes to be pretty. I think Lerone likes, it's what I said. I think Lerone likes to fight how he likes to fight. He wants it to be at his terms. Albert Ramirez, he ain't got time for all that. He fights like the school's burning down. There's fire alarms going on. There's smoke out. They got the cops coming, the sirens, mom's crying. That's how Ramirez fights. Lerone Richards fights like the lights are on. They got the cameraman taking shots here. They doing solo picture spreads. They doing like, you know what I'm saying? It's a different thing. Katiev, damn, I wish you guys are getting the Katiev props. Yeah, Amon Katiev. Guys, it's a serious question. Do we think less of Khatiev because he lost a close decision to Morrell? I asked that in the Discord. Maybe Padley 712 plus 340 is a plan now to get reasonable odds. I've never once told you guys to join our community to get my bets. I said join our community to become part of our community. I'm not trying to tell Mike who to take. I'm not trying to convince Mike to change his mind. I'm not trying to tell any of you guys to second guess your picks. I'm just telling you where I'm putting my money. I just posted 2 parlays in my algo. Did you post them in the Discord, G? Youngin, are you Youngin in the Discord? We're going to pull the curtain back for the non-JSP insiders and let them see the light. Ha! The big fella. Oh, yeah. Let's go, Youngin. So plus 100. A 10-legger, 178 to 1. Let's go. A Moncativa money line. A Robio money line. Ramirez knockout. Yabuki money line. Neary money line. Massey money line. Bro. Dude, you put your Padley knockout before I put my Padley knockout in. Bro, you took the Padley. When did you post this ticket? Liam Paro, Jerron Ennis, Edwin De Los Santos. What time did you post this? Wednesday, 8:43. Did you beat me to the punch? No, you posted it. I posted my okay. You posted yours an hour after mine. How did you get better odds than me then? How'd you get 516 there? You posted an hour after me. I only got plus 400. So you're telling me when I posted it, the odds actually fluctuated up and then they crashed. That's insane. Hey, man, let's go. I don't mind this at all, dude. Little sneaky 100 gets you 11,000. Let's go. Put it this way. If you would have put... I think it was... Yeah, if you would have put $50 on my parlay, you would have made 26,000. If you would have put $100, you'd have made 48,000. Someone did. You posted another one? Posted parlays in the boxing chat. Let's see the other one. Okay. This is Young and he's a JSB insider. Bro, 6-legger plus you know people are gonna say, I'll do there's haters out there. Why just donate your money? Nobody ever hits these. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? We got proof. We hit these. Plus 400 to 1. This fucking dude, Ramirez knockout. Massey by decision. Padley knockout. Dude, your Padley knockout odds are effing ridiculous. Bam 7 to 12. Ooh, bro, people are sleep. I did a video on who's the Filipino American best left hook in boxing. He's 44 years old now. His name is slipping my mind. You guys can be like, Johnny, how'd you forget his name? Legend, Hall of Famer. He's 44 years old. He's still fighting. He goes down to Argentina as a 3-to-1 dog. I'm doing film study on him. Yeah, Nonito. Did I say Filipino? Nonito Donaire. One of my all-time favorite left hooks. And I'm doing video on Nonito's opponent. It was a breakdown I did 6 months ago. And I was saying, I was like, and it was a title eliminator. I was like, the problem is if Donaire wins this fight, they're gonna pair him up against Antonio Vargas, a big puncher. Yeah, this was 2 fights ago, though. This was 2 fights ago. People were sleep. Dude, Antonio Vargas, even though he doesn't have a perfect record, Vargas got some class to him, man. I'm not saying Vargas is gonna beat him, but I do like the 7-12. I like the late. As long as I think Vargas will fight Bam. I think Vargas will try to fight him. Damn, what else is on here? Paro on points. Let's go, man. We got the whole squad thinking differently now. Might as well, like, guys, strategically speaking, whatever your full unit is, or like, sometimes you go double unit. If you really like a dog, go double. But you should have strategy. Sometimes if I go double, you could probably tell in my voice. I could show you all my wins throughout the year. And then I could probably equate video pieces to me talking about the fight. And then you could probably be like, oh, that's where Johnny hit a double, or that, blah, blah, blah. If you're up a little full unit, half unit on a moonshot parlay, it's what makes life interesting. Why not have a little fun? It's just the way we roll. I know that I got a message. I should address this. Nobody said my name, but I got messaged about it by like 5 of you guys in our Discord about a certain video that somebody did. I didn't know what sharp betting was in August. I didn't know the terminology in August, right? I've always bet, but I just was kind of a degen about it. And then through this whole experience, this journey since August with the Discord and the live streams, I've learned the lingo of betting. I've always known boxing. Went from a boxer to a coach. I still coach. I still train. I'm a student of the game. I love the minutia of the sport. I love the techniques of the sport. Like I could watch a left hook for hours and drill it on the heavy bag for hours and hours. So I didn't know what the word sharp was. And then I was having a chat. Shout out to Chilltown. TJ. TJ messaged me almost a year ago. He's like, bro, he's like, it's when he emailed me. I think it was in May. And it was an Eye of the Tiger card. You know what? Shout out to my boy TJ. I'm going to pull it up. And it was the first time I heard the word sharp. And I was like, what is that? He goes, it's what you do. I go, what do you mean? He goes, finding fights with plus money. I go, that's what that means? I go, I do parlays too. He was like, yeah, but all the parlays have plus money. I was like, so what's the other thing called? He was like, I think chalk betting, if you're a chalk better. So I don't judge whichever way you go. There's no right or wrong way to bet. That's what I'm telling you. Whatever way you want to bet, you bet that way. Whatever way you find success, you find success that way. We find success week in and week out, seeing where the odds are wrong. What's so wrong about that? Finding underdogs to bet on. I don't understand that. This is how we win money, dude. We are up so much, mate. It's ridiculous. We up is a philosophy. My girl got a girlfriend. She was at dinner with her girls, and she was like, Johnny, one of my girlfriends is like, what does we up mean? I was like, we up is a philosophy. It's a psychological philosophy of our whole group. Like, we up, no matter whatever we're going through, good times, bad times, we up. Who else is gonna bring us up other than ourselves? You know what I'm saying? So let me pull up this email. And he was talking about, wow, May 2nd, 2025. And he was talking about a fight where he had insider information. And he found out that a guy was injured. And I didn't play it. And he hit. And he was, that's where we started talking on email, May 2025, me and TJ Chilltown. I didn't listen to him. He hit. I was like, what the fuck? What does this mean? So it just kind of changed my whole thing. I didn't know that's what I was doing. I was just doing Stats Don't Lie videos, saying what I was seeing, picking guys who I think were going to win, and those guys were underdogs. How is that bad? Why are we taking shit for betting on underdogs. I don't understand that. Like, how can anybody's fine? Why wouldn't you want to double your money? Guys, there's 70 people in here. This is a fact. If one of you 70, you're not in our group, every ticket that we post, that I post, that the boys post, you will, when they hit, we hit 7 out of 8 last week. Every single ticket that we will ever hit will at least double your money. How is that a bad thing, dude? I don't get it. How is that a bad thing? I think Tim is fighting EJ. That's trying to get everything back. I can see him taking a mistake, but EJ gets. Yeah, I cashed out. I'm not going to say anything. CBS by decision. Do you see any on the CBS card? I'm not even getting the Dachenko fight. Sent from Pet. What's up, buddy? Haven't seen you on the live in 2 weeks. I keep tabs on everyone. Haven't seen Sent from Pet on the live in a few weeks. I'm not getting the Dachenko fight. I'm not getting that whole card. My books will be open. It's going to be chaos tomorrow, guys. I'm doing 2 live streams tomorrow because we have to talk about the UFC. We win on the UFC week in and week out. I want to show the UFC insiders love. It's not just boxing. Shout out to Blue Bets. Shout out to Sloppy Guac Guac. we have 2 of our newest insiders. They went as soon as they joined, they went straight to the MMA channel and they made it their own in a good way. They're giving all their bets. One of the dudes' names is Sloppy Guac Guac. I was like, yo, dog. You could tell MMA is a newer sport because the MMA fans are they're young. You can tell they're young bucks. But there's a bunch of fights in the UFC. I gave a triple. I think Bilal. I'm waiting to see if Bilal's odds go plus. If we could get Bilal Muhammad at plus money, I'm jumping on it. Top dog. Top dog. None of my odds are up. Yeah, wait until tomorrow. Wait until tomorrow. $2 super chat. My man. Thank you. Trent Nonpareil. Love the content. Great picks. Hello from Vegas. I used to live in Vegas. I lived at nice picture too. Turn it over. My coach Johnny, turn it over. So when you're working on your backhand, a little secret that my coach, shout out to Jack Lowe, would always say is when you're throwing that straight right, the straight right, it seems like the target is here and you're thinking about just the fist turning over. But when you're drilling it, tell yourself to throw your elbow up. So when you're elbow up. And then once you throw that elbow up, you flex the tricep. So elbow up, flex the tricep on extension. I love the technique of punching. Kevin, 2 units on the dog of the week. Shit, we're on a roll, mate. Sometimes. I went 2 on Josh Kelly. I can tell you, I went 2 on Josh Kelly. I went 2 on Brandon Figueroa. Watch Josh Kelly's fight week videos. Watch Brandon Figueroa's fight week videos. The live streams, you could tell I went heavy on both of them. Watch LaRoe versus Gongora. Yeah, but Gongora is, I think we might have been overrating Gongora. What was that, 2021? I think we might have been overrating Gongora. Flat-footed, slow, sluggish. My boy, TJ. Coincidence. I was just bringing you up, bro. Bringing you up. You educated me. This man is a beast. Albert Ramirez, a 35-year-old prospect. 35-year-old prospect? Keys are using my own terminology. Keys a shout out. Hey man, if I dish it, I gotta take it. Thanks, Kiza. When he fights out, he doesn't do as much. Waits to counter him. Touche. I don't think he's a prospect though. Look, when we're looking at these Eye of the Tiger cards, when we're looking how active, think about how active Eye of the Tiger has had Ramirez in the last calendar year. Eye of the Tiger is one of these promotions, these Canadian promotions, that is doing their best to manufacture guys. They just cashed out our boy, Steve Claggett. Like any Canadian fighter boxer came through that way. Who's the kid who came through and fought? He fought Subaru Matias, just lost to Dalton Smith. The Canadians sent over Matthew Germain. So the Canadians, they have a system. They build guys up, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. They're putting a lot of energy and effort in Albert Ramirez. Light heavyweight, they think they got one, man. I think, dude, going against a guy who fought the crux of his career at super middleweight, who's not a punching threat, this is tailor made for Ramirez. It's going to be bloodshed. You're telling me Ramirez gets to fight a guy that he could walk through the front door and not have to worry about getting touched up or not have to worry about getting hurt to throw his offensive artillery? There's going to be bloodshed. Dude, Julius, we won money on Mindoro last time, didn't we? I'm not getting the Mindoro fight. I'm not getting the Dechenko fight. I'm hearing about good things about Ryo this camp. I like Ryo. I'm a Ryo guy. He has it tough. Fighting Edward De Los Santos again. Great fight. What's that? 2 weeks? I made it earlier, but I only posted my feed late. Youngin, I like it. Youngin got Padley at plus 416, and now don't blame that shit on me then, mate. Because I get all the blame. The Twitter boys are gonna be talking shit about me, but Youngin was making these Josh Padley knockout posts before me. Youngin got Padley at plus 416. I got him at plus 400. Let's see what he is now. That's insane. That's insane. Plus 100. That's dude, bro. I blame it on No Limit. No Limit is a JSB insider. I bet you No Limit put 10 stacks. I guarantee that's what he does. And I get blamed for it though. Yeah, Nonito. Last fight. Yeah, Vargas is trash. Do you think he lasts 12 rounds? Go read about the gambler. Billy Walters allegedly good. I'm gonna write it down. Billy Walters the gambler. Thanks, Julius. Noted. You know I'm a reader. Appreciate. Dude, there's books on gambling. That's insane. That's amazing, Donaire. High interest. I remember the first 4-leg method of victory plus 25. Let's go. Christos. Morning, John. Hope you're well. Do you like any UFC dogs? I'm still looking, Christos. Christos is one of our MMA guys in the Discord. I lean on you guys more than you know. I ask a lot of questions. I come into this with zero ego. If you notice in the boxing chat, MMA chat, and these live streams, I'm open to conversation. I want to see where you guys are at because nobody knows everything. We have a brain. What do they call it? We've created sort of like a hive mind of boxing betting to where it's not just one guy. Pay dinero. My girl got a girlfriend. TJ, you giving Zayas any chance? TJ, you got to come on alive, bro. Just finished boxing class, Magana. Let's go. I was deadlifting today. I got a box tomorrow. Community, let's go. How didn't you win, Toya? Who'd you lose on? Toya, who did you lose on? We went 100% in boxing this weekend. The only ticket we lost in boxing was an MMA ticket. We went 1 for 2 in MMA and 6 for 6 in boxing. How did you not win? Johnny, no shade, but Lord, your care is in old age, you slide into dementia. No shade, but Lord, help your cares if in old age you slide into dementia. Can you see responding everything earlier in the song? Sloppy, he is a beast. Odds on potential underdog next week. Who do you like, Woo Docs? Are you live right now, bro? Zab Judah. I have a copy of that book. I think 3D's live. 3D, give me 10 minutes, bro. I'm going to stay on for 10 more minutes. But so I think we're caught up. These odds aren't crashing. I'm gonna check the Discord one more time. 18 messages. 3D, I see you like Angeletti. Let me get caught up with. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so let me get this out the way real quick. All right, guys. So this is the Discord. We got the DGen parlay slapping, youngin. Half asleep. I'm done with this message. I'm asleep. Long shot, moonshot, knockout. So you guys, it's $80 on Padley. We definitely moon the lines. Money is attracted. I agree. Damn, all you guys want to pop in? All right, TJ and 3D. I'm gonna give you both the link. I'm gonna put the link in. This will be fun. All right, guys, it's in the chat. Edit, invite guests, copy. All right, boys. There's the link. So come in. I'm gonna grab some water. I'm gonna stay on then. Give me a second. All right, who we got? We got Gary. We got TJ. Gary's in 3, 2. Gary, you're live, bro.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
hey,
Hey, brother! Here we go. We're rocking and rolling. And I think TJ's going to come in too.
Yeah, I can't ever get TJ on, so you know.
Bro, I haven't seen TJ. I haven't got him on in 3 months. He's a traveling man, bro.
Hey,
that dude's always in South America.
It's a good place to be.
Okay, where are we at? CEO in the house. James Daly. Let's go Discord. Yo, so you like Angeletti?
Oh, easy work. Easy
Come
work.
on.
That's the easy
what do you tell me what you see that I don't see. I'm interested.
Okay, well, let's flip that around. To me, Angeletti's one of the most skilled fighters in the world. Like one of the most skilled. He's not the biggest hitter, but when I talk about the most complete fighters, all 3 levels, speed, footwork, Angeletti checks every single box.
Okay.
I don't really.
Then Wyatt. What bothers me at Wyatt? Why is he the 2022 prospect of the year at 25 years old, and then at 29 years old he only has 14 pro fights under 80 pro rounds? What's up with the inactivity?
PBC. He's a PBC guy. I mean, you can't blame him for that. He was locked up to be PBC.
This is a guy. So he's gonna put. He's gonna put us at New Orleans. Born in New Orleans, lives in Spring, Texas.
Texas.
He's gonna jump. So you're telling me though, this kid who is in 2022 a prospect of the year, now at 29 has to jump on a plane for 14 hours as the B-side to go to Japan against a power punching volume 23-year-old Filipino and Kenneth Lover. Kenneth Lover's an animal, dude.
He leaves himself wide open.
He lunges in. He lunges in. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think Lover sucks at all. I don't think he sucks.
It's a good fight. It's my fight of the weekend, by the way. I took into all week.
I think he's gonna get schooled. Like I'm not saying he's not gonna have any moments, and I think he's gonna. I think
so. Points decision.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I could see it. Yeah, I would bet points decision.
Okay, but in this, yep.
Again, I've seen cowboy bets all week. So you're getting plus money on Angeletti slightly. Plus 105, plus 110. Just take Angeletti.
He's plus 140. He's plus 140.
I got him at plus 105. What book you got plus 140 on?
I'm gonna pull it up. It's insane. The books here in Oz have Michael at plus 140. And with no method of victory yet, no props. So this is value for the boys listening because this fight has torn the Discord, which is great. You know, we don't want everybody agreeing. And so if you're a Michael Angeletti fan, take him plus 140. That's great value. Gary thinks he's gonna it my pause on him though is that in the tape I've watched of him, I don't think he's gonna have the hand speed advantage. I don't think he's gonna have the footwork advantage. I don't think he has the power advantage. So and he's good at all three ranges though. I think he likes to fight on the inside a little bit too much.
I put that in my breakdown video. I said that he's willing to fight. He's good at it too. But
it's my favorite version of him. I love Angeletti on the inside.
He wants to be. Yeah.
I think though that's where he thinks he wants to be. So do you know what I'm saying? I think he looks great on the inside.
Yeah, he does.
But I really like Lover's left hand. I like his
money. If he wins, he's going to win with that. If he wins, it's going to come suddenly with the left hand. Like he's not going to win rounds. He's not going to break him down. He's going to have to score something electric with the left hand. The left hand I like a lot.
Let's take some questions. Assad says Regan O'Glacken. Who's that? Regan Glacken?
Regan Glacken.
I know who Regan Glacken is. Why are we getting a Regan Glacken shout out? That's so random, dude.
Yeah.
That's so random. Who is giving her? We got another one. Zach says, "Gee, what happened to the corn? What happened to the cornrows?"
I'll bring him back. I had him. I usually keep about 6 months, 8 months. Then I gotta cut my hair.
Boys, we got a very, very special guest with the chat. The big fella.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
Yeah, well, how do I get you on my channel? What is this? How much do I pay you? How much
Nobody's
you
seen him,
Johnny? Yeah.
Nobody's seen this guy, dude.
Gary, I was on your channel a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. It was a few weeks ago. I'm trying to get you back.
Oh. Well, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
See you too.
What's up, boys? What's up, boys? TJ, man, it's so random on the live. Were you on the live when I was talking about the email you sent me over a year ago?
Yeah, I had just clicked on and I was like, oh, please don't read that. I didn't know what email you were gonna send. Not that I sent anything bad, but you know.
I was just the chat knows I was talking about. I didn't know the difference between what sharp betting was versus what betting on chalk was. Like I've always bet on boxing, but learning the strategy of it was all new to me. Like last year,
I learned the same way you did, just trial and error. You know, pick it up as you go along.
Yeah. So, the Juarez bet came through last week, boy.
Yeah, that was nice. You know, I really thought Brooke had a chance too. I played the double.
Did you put on the same ticket?
No, I had different tickets, but I liked, you know, the thing is the variables in women's fights, you know, it's not, sometimes the odds are real wide, but the fights are really close. There's not much separation. Yeah.
The women's fights,
it's work rate.
I'm trying to lay off.
It's a lot of work rate.
And heavyweights, I'm generally staying away from women and heavyweights. I'm very hesitant on.
Yeah, domestic heavyweights. The women are like with that. Guy, if the chat doesn't know, we're talking about the Juarez versus Yoka fight. I was just hesitant. I was just hesitant with Yoka going up a weight class, and then Juarez being the champion and the A side on paper. I got her at plus 240.
But this is what I hate about women's boxing. Valle is super skilled. She's good. Juarez sucks. She's a.
You thought, dude? I thought she was boxing like Crawford, dude.
And then she wins. It's like that's why I hate. If this was men's boxing, where Valle had a little more sting on her shots, a little more physical strength, she would dog walk Juarez.
Like, I gotta disagree, dude. I thought Juarez was boxing nice, switching stances, fucking jet. Like
I thought she was in complete control. Cards were close, too close.
Yeah, those cards were way too close for me.
I thought Juarez probably won, but I thought the fight was close. I thought the scorecards indicated what the fight was.
King says Johnny got Brandon Colanton. Is that the dude who fought Josh Edwards? What the hell?
Yeah, that's what they call me. I don't. The Italian.
Y'all cats are crazy. All right, boys. I got Gary. I got TJ on. What's the move that TJ? What's your read? Michael Angeletti, Kenneth Lover.
Well, at first I was all over Angeletti, and then I just deep dived a little more, and his defense is so leaky. He gets hit a ton. He gets hit with shots that he should not be getting hit with. He's almost like fake technician good. Like he does a lot of good things that looks like like his shoulder roll is so broke. Like it almost fights like he's better than he is. If that
That's
makes
what I
sense.
said.
You guys
Yeah.
are wild. Angeletti's one of the most complete skilled fighters in the sport.
Oh my
the
God.
guys who are
What?
top 5
Dude, he's
to 10.
getting rocked. I just watched.
That's insane.
his
He's
last-
gonna get
his
I
last-
just watched like every fight. I watched 4 or 5
The
fights
little
on
Dominican kid, Valdez. Valdez kept landing flush. Like he's on Pro Box, right? He fought on Plant City before.
Yeah.
He's getting made zero adjustments. Just eating straight right hands. I'm like holding my face like this. Like, dude, you're better than this. Like you're better than this. And he's eating shots. I don't know. And I don't know if he's ever fought a southpaw. So like at first I was really liking Angeletti, and now I'm hesitant on it. I'm hesitant. I'm not gonna lie.
I was hesitant, and I knew about Angeletti. He was on my radar, but I've been watching Lover since he was probably 20. The last few years, I've liked Lover's adjustments on the defensive end. He's an offensive savant. This guy on offense, he has so much belief in. He does. I don't like him lunging in, but his hand speed, his power, his explosivity, and his left hand is really nice. I think my hesitation on Angeletti is that I don't trust what it looks like. Like you said, you put a good point. I forgot the words you used. It looks almost fake to me. He hasn't proven it. I don't think he's a dog. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
Like what fight, Gary? What fight should we?
I think
what
that
fight
he'll
should we
have-
watch? What fight should we watch of Angeletti's to prove? Like, is there one that jumps off the paper that's like,
Yeah,
hey, watch this fight?
go watch his last fight. Again, the inactivity is an issue, but go watch the Carrera fight. That's that was I think that's on Pro Box.
Eros Correa.
Eros Correa.
Even in that fight, like later on, he started eating way too many flush shots. Look, I still favor Angeletti. Let me be clear.
And you can get the Bankez fight. Watch. I don't even like. I think
Jeremy Adorno. That's Joseph Adorno's brother. Yeah, but like
Adorno,
he's a less. Yeah.
Okay, but this. Okay, I understand. There's a reason why he was a touted amateur, a touted prospect. Like his skills are really real. And I'm not even saying that Lover sucks. I don't think he does. I just think there's a clear skill level. Now, Lover's a bigger hitter. He's more explosive. He's got great feet. He covers a lot of ground in a little bit of time, right? He gets all over the ring. But just like as far as who's more skilled, to me, it's not even close.
Are we talking like skilled is in? I mean, who's the better fighter?
I don't even. I'm not saying there's no path to victory for Lover. I think he's explosive. He's got a good left hand, but like it's gonna have to come with a 1-punch knockout. He's not gonna sustain an attack. He's not gonna get Angeletti in trouble. He's not gonna catch him clean a bunch of times. He's not gonna win a bunch of rounds with him. Right? So he's got to stop him all at once, which he could. But I haven't seen.
I think I think Lover's aggression, his output, his power is going to back Angeletti up. I could see Angeletti melting, and I could see Lover getting him out of there.
Angeletti's good off the back foot. Angeletti's not Raymond Ford. Angeletti fights off the back foot. Like that's he's so
shots
skilled.
At Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford getting hit with strays.
I tried to tell everyone Raymond Ford is nothing but fast. I never like no Raymond Ford. Like no, he's not. No, he's not good.
I killed it. We killed it with shock on points.
That was the easiest bet. Shock by points, and no offense to you, Ben by points over Prograde were the easiest bets of all time.
I don't know, man. If we're going that, I would say Auntie Juarez on the money line at plus 240 was the easiest bet of all time last week. So you know what I mean.
I went big on.
I thought that was easy money. I thought Juarez was easy money. Hold on.
I don't know what happened.
And Psycho Kettle too. Psycho Kettle, we broke that. That's South African. Our Discord were in his DMs. We hit heavy on him.
Yeah, Charlie Edwards was. You
can't
watch the Andrew Kane fight and think
Charlie stopped punching.
What is wrong with Charlie Edwards? What is wrong with him?
He got stopped young.
What isn't wrong?
He didn't start fighting until the 7th round, and then he was fine. Like from 8, 9,
but they
10,
told
12,
him he was down. He like blanked the first 6, 7 rounds. He wasn't winning anything. He had to. His corner told him it doesn't even matter. You're in the UK. You have to throw. You have to throw. He did the same thing. Listen, when he fought Andrew Kane, I maybe gave him 3 rounds. Like that was not a split decision. You can't win a fight if you don't throw. Oh, clearly it was never a split decision. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, he has that little bit of Guillermo Rigondeaux where he's just dancing around the ring. But if you're not throwing
He
punches,
used to
you're not
punch.
going.
When you watch Charlie when he was younger, though, he would
He's
sit down.
but then he's gotten hurt before, so then he
Exactly.
was afraid to engage and get hurt. But he was forced to take chances because it was his last roll of the dice. So like you have to win this fight. You have to start exchanging. He did better once he started exchanging.
I just don't get how you're not a puncher. You're not looking for a knockout. You're not stepping on the gas, and you give 7 rounds away. How do you, if you're not going to win by knockout and you can't win by decision, how do you plan on winning the fight? I'm confused, Charlie Edwards. He gave away 7.
He was coming on though. He was making.
But it was already
he was
too late.
coming on.
I heard it 7-5. I gave the first 7 rounds, and then I gave the last 5 rounds to Edwards. But it didn't matter. He already lost.
Yeah. That was definitely a head scratcher. Guys, have you looked? Are you guys? My book in Australia, I'm only getting 3 fights with props. I wanted to ask you guys about how you see the fight going. I know on the money line it's probably not that big of a question, but Aqib Fiaz versus Josh Padley. Have you looked at that fight? Have you looked at the
Yeah, I got minus 350 on it. I like Padley. I think it's a good parlay piece.
How about the books in Australia? I thought that we could pull up a 4th screen, but it's not letting me. The books in Australia had Padley at plus 400 by knockout. Now, of Padley's last 7 wins, 5 of them are by way of knockout. And Fiaz
this is a real fighter. Fiaz, I mean, like Padley's gonna win, but Fiaz is a real fighter. I don't think he's gonna stop Fiaz.
You don't think he's gonna stop him?
I wouldn't. I would just use him as a parlay piece. Could I see a stoppage? Yes, but like what is that's paying plus 400? You said
it started out plus 400. It's gone down now.
That's a great price for something that could absolutely
because
happen.
Fiaz has been stopped in it's 2 fights ago, and he's been cut in his last 3 fights. And Padley is a guy who's been turning it on.
Wasn't that with Alex Murphy? Alex Murphy was a late replacement for that fight, and I thought Alex Murphy might have edged it. Might have edged that fight.
Try to hurt you. Alex Murphy doesn't even try to hurt you. Alex Murphy is a non-violent protester. Like
non-violent protester.
I can't. I talk about this all the time on my stream. I don't understand how the Brits view the sport. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Dude, Brits love boxing. It's in their.
They love it. I understand, but it's like being a Jets fan. It's like I know I'm watching trash, but I love it. Like
they get some of the best fights,
boxing.
Man. They get some of the best fights.
I love the only country in the world we have fighters, prospects, world level prospects with records like 27-0 with 3 knockouts. Like, how did you do this?
All right,
how do you get 27 fist fights where you outlast the guy and you have 3 knockouts?
Don Smith, world champion. Don Smith, world champion at 140.
I'm not saying they all suck.
You got Lewis Crocker, world champion at 147. You got Josh Kelly, world champion at 154. You got the Brits. You got the Brits who controlled heavyweight boxing over the last 15 years. What are you talking about?
I give it a heavyweight.
They have Moses Atama right now. You can't.
Outside of the heavyweights.
Carolyn Dubois.
How do you have records like 15-0 with no knockouts when you're a world class?
Gary, it's also a very small country. It's a very the UK is a small country.
I love British boxing, dude. I think it's a different thing
for the size of the country and the amount of talent they have.
It's a different thing. They're not like you have guys, I guess North American countries it's a little bit different. Dudes are working full-time jobs as electricians and plumbers in the UK, and they're boxing because they love it. You know what I mean? They're professionals making a couple quid, but they're going to their job on Monday. They're not fighting. It's a little bit different, man.
This is like the argument that Freddie Roach and Ben Davison had in the corner of Fury Wilder 1. What
was it?
Freddie Roach was saying, why don't you have him step on the gas? Like he can get Wilder out. And Ben Davis is like, no, we're winning every round. And Freddie Roach is like, okay, it's your fighter. You want to have him sit around with Deontay Wilder? That's your thing. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're a fighter. I'm just never going to work with your fighter again. And he didn't. And then he almost got knocked out. I don't understand how they view the sport. It's hit and not get hit. It's a fight. I don't understand.
Some would say the sport originated
though. Go get rid of the guy in front of you. I know
the sport.
I mean, Josh Kelly's perfect at hit and not get hit. That's how he just won his belt.
That's boxing.
He won the belt by a robbery and a bogus decision. Like that's how he got
that was not a
Josh
That
beat the
was
brakes off of
horrendous.
No, come
Kelly
on.
beat the
Josh
brakes
Kelly
off of
won that
Murtaza.
fight.
He ran for 12
Josh-
rounds and ran out of
my-
gas halfway through the fight.
He
Now he ran.
outboxed-
Whoa. You can't say hit and not be hit and then call it running in the same sentence.
He
Okay, but
outboxed
that's
the
like,
shit
you
out of
can't run- You
Murtaza.
can't run for 12 rounds in a world class fight. It's like playing cornerback as opposed to playing wide receiver. It's hard to go backwards. It's easy to go
This
forward.
is boxing.
If you go
Kelly,
backwards,
Kelly exposed Murtaza.
yeah, this is like when you
Kelly-
guys tell me Caleb Plant is good. Caleb
Kelly
Plant fights
exposed
like a brick,
Murtaza.
which is to say
Kelly
he
exposed
sucks.
Murtaza can only fight on one level. He can only go front back. Kelly exposed
And
Murtaza.
Kelly can
use
only
it-
go backwards.
Kelly beat that man. Kelly beat
Yeah.
that man.
Kelly's not going to stand in the pocket with him. He boxed him beautifully. Yeah,
Kelly's a
thought that
beautiful
was-
boxer.
How come he lost the last 4 rounds?
How come he won the first 8 and dropped him early?
I'll
set-
answer your
Look,
question.
and-
I'll answer your question.
and
after
set
I
the
answer
tone.
It's a month.
And set the tone.
Stop,
He set
stop,
the.
stop.
He, did-
Answer my
he
question. and I'll
domesticated.
answer-
Kelly
answer my
domesticated
question.
Murtaza. Kelly domesticated Murtaza
How come
early.
he lost the last 4? How come he lost the last 4?
I'll tell you why.
'Cause he was
Because
up-
the energy
thank
level,
you,
the
TJ.
energy level that you need to sustain what he was doing. Obviously, he's a pure boxer. He's more on the pure boxer
No,
side.
he's not a pure boxer. He's a runner. There's a difference.
Oh my
There's
God.
a major difference.
A
between
runner is
boxer.
insane.
Angeletti is a boxer.
I don't know.
Oshaki
Oh my
Foster
God.
is a boxer. That
No
guy's a
way.
runner.
Josh Kelly's a beautiful boxer.
I
love that. That
100%
dude's-
disagree.
World champion. Olympian, world champion. People judge him for the Ray Robinson tie. Ray Robinson is a high. Dude, in 2017, he goes to New York City or Philly and fights Ray Robinson to a draw, and everybody thought that was a bad fight. And then David
So
Evanesian.
how would Josh Kelly do with Virgil
Also,
Ortiz?
different weight class. He's much better at 154. Much
How
better
would
at
he do with
154.
How would he do with Virgil Ortiz?
We'll see if Virgil, the 30-year-old
Styles make
prospect, ever
fights.
gets a world
That's-
title fight.
Yeah.
Well,
Virgil-
he's gonna box beautifully, which is to say run around for 12 rounds, and that's gonna work against Virgil Ortiz, right? Because
If we're doing boxing matches, Virgil got beat up against Boachuk.
So I just want to get you on the
Virgil
record.
got beat up against Boachuk.
Understood. I just want to get you
On
on,
the
the
real,
record.
on some real
I just-
shit.
I just
On
wanna
some
get you
real,
on the-
real shit.
I just want to get you on the record.
Wait,
Virgil
how
got
did we
that
get
ass
here?
beat.
That you're
How did we
telling
get
me
here?
That he would
'Cause
beat
he was
Virgil
hating on-
Ortiz,
he was hating on
Virgil-
Kelly.
Virgil Ortiz would lose to Kelly, correct?
I don't know. I don't. I
I
don't
pick
think he-
Virgil.
Virgil
Listen,
would
listen.
stop him
Yeah,
in a
I
couple
pick
of rounds.
Virgil.
Stop it. Stop it.
If that
Virgil
makes
would
you
stop
feel
Kelly?
better about
Who's
him
the
being
world
a champion,
champion?
though, like
Virgil's never done
Yeah,
anything
he
yet.
got gifted a belt. Understood. I understand. He got gifted a belt in his home country. Understood.
He beat up the boogeyman.
No one. That's not the.
Come
he's about
on,
the
you
eighth-
pick
he's about the
Murtaza.
eighth- He's
You're
about
salty
the
'cause-
eighth best guy in the division.
You're salty.
Who
You're
does
salty
he
because you
beat
picked
that-
Murtaza. You're salty because you picked
Who does he
Murtaza.
beat in that division?
And,
Who does
and
Murtaza
Josh Kelly
that-
beat Josh
does he
Kelly
beat-
beat the brakes off of him.
Okay, does Mordazaya?
Josh Kelly beat him up.
Hang on. Let me. Does he beat? Does Mordazaya beat Verge?
That's a good fight. I'd love to
It's
see
not.
that fight.
oh
Does he
no,
beat
I think
Boots?
that's
no, gets wrecked. He gets
I'm
wrecked.
saying he
He
gets
got-
wrecked
did
by
we not
everybody.
watch the Jack
He's a
Coquet
boogeyman.
fight? Did we not watch the Jack Coquet fight?
He gets wrecked by everyone in the division. Everybody wrecks him. He's the boogeyman.
Except for Tim Zoo.
Okay,
I
let's
mean,
just do that.
Look. If you're talking about the division, let's not forget you were very high on Keith Thurman to beat Fundora.
Yeah,
I
you
was.
picked Keith.
I
Oh,
was.
come on, dude. That's insane.
come on.
All right, how
You
about-
think
whoa,
Fundora
whoa,
is trash?
whoa, whoa,
You
whoa,
think
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Fundora is
You
trash?
think-
You
what?
think
Hang on.
Fundora is
You
trash?
told me Berlanga was going to stop Hamza Shiraz. You went on
Okay,
national
I didn't
television.
say that. I didn't say
YouTube.
that.
I,
No, not
I,
you,
picked,
TJ.
I picked Berlanga.
I
Yeah,
did.
that's
I
fine.
I picked Shiraz. I picked
That's
Shiraz.
fine.
I picked Shiraz.
I picked
But
Shiraz by second round knockout. What happened in that fight, by the way?
Okay, that's fine and dandy. But
But continue, John.
Xander Boots.
Let's get back
That's
to
a
the
great
fights.
fight.
Yeah.
Boots is gonna win.
Xander
That's
Boots.
a great fight. I love that fight. Boots wins.
TJ, what do you see Xander Boots?
Ah, man. I see a distance
we out
fight.
here. It's Gary.
I'll say that.
Crazy.
I am never going to live this Keith Thurman thing down. I am never living that down.
Oh,
At least, hey man, you stood on business with it, bro.
I did.
You
I
stood.
did.
You
Yeah.
stood on business with it. It's
That
all
cost
good.
me. God damn Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
one time.
Once
Yeah.
upon a time. yeah.
Whatever. So do you think that? So it's just an unwritten. You think Xander is going to get beat up against Boots, TJ?
No. No, I
do
think
you see
it's going
this?
to be competitive. It's going to be
I keep
competitive.
flip flopping.
Look.
I was Xander initially, and then I'm currently all on Boots.
I mean, yeah, Boots is
But
the
Boots hasn't
favorite
done anything.
and
Look, man.
absolutely. I know he hasn't done anything at 154 except fight Lima. Look, and let's be real. If you want to play devil's advocate, the Karen fights that did not age well. We just saw
They did not
Karen
age
lose
well.
very. Patty.
They didn't age well.
Which I told everyone to go bet Patty. I told you Patty's really
Chukachin.
good, and Karen.
He looked
and
much
They
better
tried- they tried robbing
against
him,
Karen
too.
than Boots
They
did.
tried robbing Patty too, boy.
You knew that
They
was
did-
coming, though. Yeah,
They did their best. They did their best to rob Patty. That shit was wide. That was like
if you're Patty, like you just gotta start scratching your head. Like, what do I gotta do to get a fair shake around here? Like, what?
Then what? Okay, so to come full circle, what's Boots? Is Boots' best win Stanionis or Ava? Considering Ava beat Josh and Josh is a world champion.
No, at the time, Stanionis. Absolutely Stanionis.
I think Stanionis could still be a champ at 47. I would pick Stanionis over Crocker. I'd probably pick Stanionis
You
over
just
Raleigh.
told me how good Crocker was. You just say Crocker's great.
No, I wasn't.
mean,
I was telling you who the
No,
champions
he
were
said
from the
champion.
UK.
He's a world champion. He's a
I
world
was
He's a
champion.
world
He's a
champion
champion.
because
Still-
yeah,
yeah, you
he's
still
a
give him
world
props for
champion
being a
because he
champ.
got a he's a world champion because he got a bogus decision, right? Well, he got a bogus disqualification where he got knocked out. That's how he won his belt.
Yeah,
and
I
then-
mean, either way, on paper, he is the champ.
Yeah,
think
and
he
on paper, Montel Griffin beat Roy Jones Jr. too.
Gary, the history vault. They won't let it. They won't let it go, bro. They won't
I'm never letting it down. All right, that's my bad.
They
got
won't
me on
let
that
it
one.
go. They won't let it go. All right, Sewer Spence,
You know,
boys. This is like
I
rapid
watched
fire.
I watched this video on YouTube, and it was like every interception Tom Brady ever threw in his career on loop. That's what y'all doing to me with this. Like, what about all my good ones? What about all my good picks? You guys
It's the
do that
game we
on-
play, bro. Bro, come on, Gary. Not many people do what we do. I mean, who else is putting everything out there like us? Putting our face out there, our voice out there. So it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
I'm going to this fight, Zoo versus Spence. I flip flopped on this too. I keep. What's your read?
No bet. Like Spence, my pick is Spence, but this is a no bet for me.
TJ.
Yeah, you got to see how Tim Zoo's looking, man. Whether he's got that PTSD. He's
Tim Zoo or
but
Errol?
I'm favorite. What's that?
I mean, what you just
Tim,
you just
still
said.
Tim,
You got
Tim Zoo,
you guys-
Tim Zoo with the no, I'm sorry, yeah, they both could have PTSD. That's very true. Yeah, but more recently, I don't like when Tim's touching his head. You know, that's confirmed. We've seen that with Tim. That's confirmed.
That was 3 fights ago, though. That was the second fight with Seb, right? When he was hit,
Yeah.
he was trying to check. He's fought Joey
Yeah.
Spencer since then. He's fought
Yeah, but
a couple other
Joe's-
blokes.
Yeah,
I know, I get
like
it, I
lower
get it.
level. I know.
I
lower
get it,
level.
bro. I get
Yeah.
it. But at least he's been in there. Arrow hasn't fought in 3 years,
Big ass.
and is
It's a big ass.
has never fought at 54.
Never fought at 54, but was massive at 140. He'll be bigger than Tim Zoo. He'll be bigger than Tim.
Have you got Gary?
Yeah,
Have you seen?
I know Spence well. I've been in his gym with Derek James a million times. I'm 5'11", 180. Spence is probably half an inch shorter than me and much bigger than me. I bet you he walks around close to 200 pounds. He's massive. Like,
Is
I don't
he
know how
that
he ever
big?
made. He's bigger than me. I'm telling. I'm 5'11",
Big
180. He's a bigger guy than
That's
me.
exactly what I am. That's crazy. So he was cutting like 50 pounds to make
It
welterweight.
has to be something wild. Yeah.
Is anybody hesitant that the whole boxing community is thinking Errol is just going to be the old Errol? He didn't look great against Ugas. Like
Well,
Ugas,
he hasn't looked good since Danny Garcia in 2020.
and that's and then people are like, oh, he fought 126-pound Mikey Garcia too. Like
Yeah.
people are, I don't know, man. I don't know about this Errol thing. I'm hesitant.
Errol is my guy. He might be one of the most overrated fighters of his era. I'm just putting that
Bro,
out there.
and why are people and Errol's not with Derek James anymore, and we know that Tim is with
It's probably
Jeff
a good
Fennick.
thing.
Probably, yeah. Derek James. I mean, I guess sometimes that basic predicted style works for some. It worked for Errol until it didn't, I guess. Until he
Yeah.
ran into Bud Crawford, who's just a goddamn nightmare for anybody.
Yep.
So one more. We're doing rapid fire. They don't. When do the boys ever get to see me, Gary, and TJ on Crocker versus Perro?
Paro by destruction.
You think so?
Power
did-
by
did-
when has he ever had a destruction?
Did you watch?
Carl,
Did you watch Liam Perro versus David Papo? He struggled his he struggled his ass
Jesus
off.
Did you watch?
Christ. He looked
Did you watch Lewis
horrible.
Crocker?
He looked horrible in that fight.
Did you watch Lewis Crocker versus anybody?
Yeah, but Perro jumped from 40 to 47, and that was 7-pound weight difference bothered him against Papo.
Yeah. Patty Donovan is levels above David Papaya.
For sure.
David
Crocker
Papo.
got his ass.
Levels
Crocker
of,
got his ass.
that's what
by
I'm
Donovan
saying.
twice.
Liam Perro
Yeah.
struggled with him. Liam Perro struggled with him.
You guys do this boxing math, right? Like it doesn't work that way. Like
sometimes it does. Sometimes boxing math does add up. Sometimes no, absolutely, because you find similar styles, similar attributes. What fighters are good at, what fighters are disadvantaged at, and you can come. That's how we come to conclusions, right? Styles will make fights. So you have to go off data on what you see in certain fighters and how it's going to match up. So in that type of way, if you know what you're adding up, it will more than likely get the right number, which is the right prediction.
Massey versus Chef. Guys, I tipped Chef Clark once against Vidal Riley 2 years ago on that Wembley card. It's not good tape. Chef Clark lost the fight to Vidal Riley. Massey's a big boy, dude. Massey's massive, dude. What's your read on this?
Yeah, I know. I noticed money's been coming in on Massey too.
I kind of like
money's been coming in yesterday and today.
I got him at plus money. I got him as a dog.
Yeah, it's dead even.
It's dead even
now,
now.
actually, I saw Chef Clark is that money. Yeah, it's probably a pass for me. I don't have. I can see that fight going. Yeah, I can see that fight going either way. I don't see an edge
it's a
for
no bet. It's a no bet. But pick a winner. Who do you think wins the fight?
I took Massey money line.
Yeah,
I took Massey money
line. Is it
line.
a 10-rounder or a 12-rounder?
I got a plus 120.
It's a 10-rounder?
Yeah.
I think I would say I might edge it to Clark. Like,
how do you see? So you think Clark gets hit on the way in? He likes being on the. So you think he's going to do his best work on the inside against Massey as a smaller guy?
But that's what I said. It comes down because Massey likes to hold on the inside, so it's going to.
I think he's natural. I think he's a better boxer.
If they let Massey jab and grab, Massey's going to win on points easy. If they don't let him hold, they break it up. It's going to be a different fight. So it's just how much holding does the ref let Massey do? Does he let him smother him every single time Clark gets on the inside? Because that's what Massey likes to do on the inside is hold. Okay. The ref is going to matter here.
Full transparency, I have this fight on one ticket by itself. I took Massey at plus 120 by himself as a dog. That's it.
He also took a beating. He took a beating from Jai. A beating.
Yeah, Jai. But Jai usually beats everybody up.
Yeah, I think Jai's one of the top.
Yeah, but like he beat up Brandon Glanton, but not like Jack Massey got beat up. Like that's how it came in.
Thank
His
God.
face was falling apart. Jack Massey.
I took Jai plus 600 on points in that fight. Based off of Glanton getting his ass beat against CVS. I'm tough, playing, bro. I'm playing
Did the Glanton fight go the distance or did it get stopped in the last round? It went the distance.
No, it went the distance.
It should have got stopped, right? Like somebody stopped the fight kind of thing. Yeah.
It was dicey. Nobody went to the ground.
That should have been stopped.
Yeah, if that was in the UK, if that was in the UK, it would have been one of these, like in the 4th round. You know, David Papaya's raw. Okay, King of Fitness, one of our boys. He y'all need to chill out. Errol broke Ugas's eye. Yeah, but I mean,
I'm just gonna put this out there.
Okay. Did Massey break
his ass way better than Spence did? Think about that. Mario Barrios beat Ugas's ass better than Spence did.
Mario Barrios, but didn't who broke Jai Apatai's jaw in the 2nd round?
Breedis.
Yeah, Breedis. So I mean, if we can't really use damage to signify sort of like a hierarchy.
Bam Rodriguez got his jaw broken twice by a guy you've never heard of. So.
That's what I'm saying. These things happen. It's boxing. These things happen. Y'all need to chill out. Errol broke Ugas's eye. Dude, I mean, that was years ago. Errol, dude, to think that he's going to travel to Australia in all this at 154 and be 2018 Errol, I don't know, man.
That's crazy. He's not taking a tune-up.
No,
that's wild. He's not taking a tune-up.
I'm not touching this fight. I'm not. I learned my lesson with Keith Thurman. These layoffs.
You keep bringing it up. Why you keep bringing it up?
I'm just saying. I learned my lesson from Keith Thurman. I'm not. I think Spencer's going to win the fight. I'm not putting $1 on him.
Appreciate you, Magic
To be
Kush.
fair, Manny Pacquiao came off from a layoff and arguably beat Mario Barrios. That was wild.
I'm 47
That was
years
wild.
old.
It was close.
Yeah.
It was close.
40,
It
yeah.
was close.
I
But
watched
that's
the
wild.
first time. I thought a draw was about right. I watched it again the second time. Oh, but Pacquiao won that fight.
You thought dude, so in my
I thought Barrios won the last bunch of rounds. Like, okay, Barrios worked out a draw. Like, I had a draw. Watching it again, Pacquiao won that fight.
we're freaking nerds around here, and I was going back and forth with one of the boys about this fight. I just rewatched it and scored it. I just rewatched Barrios and Pacquiao. I give Pacquiao the first round, the fourth round, which was close, the seventh round, the eighth round, and the 12th, and I scored it 7-5 Barrios. So
I thought he won the first four easily.
You thought he won the first four?
I thought he won the first
Yeah,
four.
I thought he took the early rounds.
No, Mario won 2 and 3 easy. Mario won 2 and 3 easy.
I gotta go back and watch.
Go rewatch it. I'm interested. I'm just.
I will never rewatch that.
Ever.
No.
Yeah, I'm out. I live alone. I'm out here bored. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll rewatch punk ass. Who is the dude that we just not Vidal Riley? Who's the Bradley Ray? I just rewatched Bradley Ray, a fight in which he was coasting and he gets dropped in the 8th round against Lyndon Arthur.
Oh,
I had to rewatch that fight because I ended up and somebody asked me about Lyndon Arthur.
Why are they fighting? They're not fighting. They have fights booked. Why are you watching that?
We get a lot of UK. There's a lot of the UK boys in my Discord, and I guess they keep me. They're always like, "Hey, Lyndon Arthur, what do you think of him? He has a fight rumored with this guy." I was like, "Let me rewatch Bradley Ray because I've won money on Bradley Ray. Looks good at times. He's stiff as hell, the long ass neck. Bradley Ray fights like this. He's just waiting to get hit. So Spence, Barrios, Okay, let's get to Willibaldo, Garcia, Maloney. This one is a hotbed one in my Discord. People are torn. Boys are fighting over this. TJ?
I don't like Maloney. I do not like Maloney. I hope he gets chinned here by Willibaldo. He took a beating from Nakatani, but he did come back and he looked decent against Pedro Guevara, right?
Guevara got stopped in a fight after that against Bam, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
but Bam's
stopping everybody.
He doesn't stop everybody.
Recently, he's been.
I've never heard you talk. TJ, I've never heard you talk shade about a fight. Why don't you like Andrew Maloney like that? You're like, I hope he gets.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, you're right. No, I'm a little upset with this because I'm a fan of boxing, and this fight this weekend supposed to be Bam Rodriguez versus Willibaldo for undisputed. Maloney refused to take any step aside money for this and said, now we're getting a fight that no one cares about in Maloney and Willibaldo. Now we get a fight that no one cares about and Bam Rodriguez and Antonio Vargas. Like, he's a 30-1 favorite. Like, we don't need that fight. This was supposed to be the fight. They petitioned for this. This is supposed to be an undisputed fight. That's the only belt that Bam's missing. And Maloney's team right away were very adamant. Like, no, we're not taking a step aside. We want this fight with Willibaldo. Like, no one cares about this fight. Like, why are you holding up the division? Yeah, so that's why. And not only that, I would understand if he did something to deserve it. Maloney's fought nobody to get this mandatory position for the IBF.
Yeah, it's crazy he's getting a world title fight. It's crazy Maloney's getting a world title.
He lost to Pedro. Yeah, the only name on his record is his loss against Pedro Guevara. And now he's, enforcing his mandatory position with Garcia. So, yeah, I'm a little, upset as a boxing fan over that. Because, of course, we want to see an undisputed Bam. And then that would go into possibly undisputed with Inoue. They're talking about having a show on Netflix. Netflix may be willing to pay for Bam Inoue. But, the storyline would be a lot better if he was undisputed. So, from a boxing fan's point, I'm hoping
that's a great insight. I did not know. I did not know that Maloney refused step aside money, man. Because Gary, do you have a take on Maloney Willibaldo?
Yeah, I think Willibaldo's gonna stop him. I think he's gonna beat the hell out of him.
You think he's gonna stop him?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the Willibaldo Carlito fights? The one was a split draw. The one
I bet on both.
Yeah. Me too. I thought for Kalido to leave both of those fights without a win, those fights were really close. Did you think Willabaldi won both?
I just think that the entire Bam family, Josh Franco beat Maloney's ass twice. I really wanted to see Bam beat his ass too after Bam became undisputed, but we're not going to get a chance to see that. But
God damn. How about, who else is fighting? Yabuki. Yabuki's fighting Kalido.
Yeah, I haven't done the tape on this. What do you guys think of that? That's a decent fight. The odds on it make it unbettable because
that Japan card is great. Japan card is great.
The Japan card is on this.
So good.
The best card. There's a lot of good fights on that card, and it's OG Kameda Promotions, the Japanese mafia guy who's been kind of blacklisted. Dude, I think DAZN picked that card up because they were like blacklisted. They were putting their fights on YouTube, and he had this fight with their Japanese streaming partner Tiger, I think. So I think DAZN picked that card up, which is good. What are we missing? I'm not getting any odds on the Zuffa. I guess somebody's asking me, Gary, what's your next tape drop? What's your next film drop?
I'm doing the Kayatev fight. I'll drop that after I'm done with this. Kayatev
Diallo.
and Diallo.
What's your, from a betting perspective, because the boys are here for betting, for me at least the last 12 months, these Eye of the Tiger cards have almost seemed tailor-made A-side, tailor-made bloodshed sort of things.
Always.
Robio A-side. They're what they're doing is they're manufacturing their guys to then platform them on the international level. Steve Claggett, Matthew Germain, etc. Do you think any of these A-sides are going to lose?
It's tough. I mean, it's tough at Eye of the Tiger. Look, I made the mistake of betting on Sean McCallum to beat Moreno Fundora, and I thought he did.
Oh,
and
we took Fundora.
He's not. Eye of the Tiger.
That was
he
close.
Didn't win. I had Sean. I had Sean up in that fight.
You gotta go politics. At this stage of the game, Gary, whenever we break down fights, we have to mention top rank A-side politics.
Oh, you always got to factor in politics for sure.
Eye of the Tiger A-side politics. It was the main reason I went with Fundora. I was like, it's gonna be a close fight. It's gonna be a close fight.
I do. Yeah, I do too. I thought the odds were still very wide, so I had to.
You thought Sean did enough?
Yeah, I did. I scored a 6-4. Okay. I played the draw and Sean McCallum. I was like, I thought it would be like a 7-3 type of fight because Moreno Fundora just throws one shot at a time. He usually telegraphs it. He's like what would he be like? A dollar store and Billy. That's how I figure him. He's like a dollar store and Billy. So
Billy frustrates the hell out of me. And Billy frustrates out. Billy's like a shiny new toy in the toy store. You look at him on paper, optically. Oh, let's play with that new toy. And then like his progressions, his entrances, his offensive artillery. He has one. He has one.
I don't like Billy at all. I get he's a devastating hitter.
Is he though? Is he even that big of a puncher?
He sits on your chest. He throws a ton of punches. If Canelo could have some trouble with Billy if Canelo's not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he's going to be forced to work. He's going to be forced to work. That's a tough. That's a really.
Is Canelo that's a real fight. Still into it? I was shocked.
That's a problem. I mean, he's golfing. He's golfing all day. Like, how much does he really care? And he's got a ton of money. Is he really into boxing anymore? It seems like he's just getting paid now. He's just getting paid now. And this is life changing for Billy. So you got to figure. Yeah. And Billy's willing to die in there. And he just went with a fighter in Lester Martinez, who may at this point in time be better than Canelo. Lester Martinez is a damn good fighter, man. Lester Martinez is a damn good fighter.
But is Lester? Did you watch his last fight though? Is he the guy they sold it? I don't know. He didn't look that good in his last fight. He went the distance.
That's true. Also,
he went life and death with the guy that he was a 4-1 favorite against. Everybody jumped on him.
Some heavy shots. I'm wondering if he really overlooked that guy. Yeah.
Canelo went life and death with William School. Like, what are we talking about?
Dude, that fight, that was almost like a fight. Like, hey, I know I got Bud in the mirror.
It was Emmanuel Alim and all the scorecards.
William School just got annihilated by Jacob Bank. Like that aged so poorly.
Canelo.
That did it. Jacob Bank beat the dog breaks off of him. Jacob Bank on the Jacob Bank on the down low has become one of my favorite knockout prop bets. Like whenever, like he's a guy that like we have these sort of prospects from Europe who come up. Who's the other? There's a kid from the Netherlands. Every time he fights, he's a white kid. He comes out with like his daughter, and every time he fights, you could get him by knockout at like $1.80. Do you know who I'm talking about? I'm sure the chat will let me know. Guys, who's the Dutch fighter? He's a middleweight. I think he's a middleweight, undefeated, maybe 18-0. He gets walked out by his like 7-year-old daughter, and he's just starching dudes right now. His dad is his coach. His dad's like my age. He looks like he had him when he was like 12. But yeah. So Bank Easy Money, Kraus, Greatest Kraus. Do you guys know who that is?
Oh, he fought recently. Yeah.
Yeah, Greatest Kraus.
Yeah.
Whenever Greatest Kraus fights, whenever Jacob Bank fights, I'm playing those knockout props for sure. Guys, I've been on for like 90. Gary, so what videos are you going live today or no?
I went live just before.
Okay, I was trying to see. I didn't see it. And what videos are you dropping?
I'm gonna do the if I can get odds on Vasquez, I'm gonna do that. I'm
Okay,
gonna do
you brought it up.
Eddie Vasquez, the Pro Box is Pro Box.
Yes.
Pro Box.
Dude, that's a good fight. No one's talking about, mate. His opponent, his only loss was to Eduardo Hernandez. He got stopped, but he drew with Bronco Lara, the kid Eddie Vasquez is fighting.
Yeah. Eddie is a close personal friend of mine. Like I've had dinner with him and his family and stuff. So I don't want to get too invested into this, but I think Eddie's gonna dog walk him.
Is this easy money?
Texas too. So if it goes to, no, it's not an easy fight. But again, it's in Eddie's hometown. It's a Texas fighter.
Is this a homecoming?
What Texas judges look for? That's Texas fighters. Yeah. It's not going to be easy. It's not an easy fight. And Eddie Vasquez is one of those guys. Whenever he fights a decent fighter,
Daniel Lugo. He's fighting Daniel Lugo.
Yeah, Lugo. I like Vasquez though. I think Vasquez.
Yeah, he drew with Bronco Lara, and then he got knocked down by who was it? Rocky.
Eduardo Hernandez.
Yeah, Eddie Vasquez should have wins over. Like if he should have wins over Raymond Ford and Joe Cordina. If he did, how much differently would he be viewed? Right.
True, but I mean, what my issue with Vasquez is, it always troubles me when fighters they're still figuring out what division they should be fighting in, because he goes down to 26 and gets the brakes beaten.
That was a money fight. Yeah, that was a money. I mean, he got offered that title fight. He had to take it. Yeah, I know. I understand that. And he shouldn't have. Dude, I mean, if you're gonna
let me give you a little inside baseball.
I thought that was a dumb decision to take that.
When he fought Raymond Ford back in 2022.
That's a coin flip. That could have gone either way.
Do you know how much he weighed in that fight when he stepped in the ring? 152.
So he was boiled down to make 26.
He's huge. That's a big. He's a 130 pounder who was fighting at featherweight for a long time. Yeah.
Okay, so this fight,
he might be a lightweight. Like his legs and his lower.
He's taken fights at 35 before. He's fought fights at 35.
He steps in the ring at over 150 pounds. Yeah, like that's a lightweight.
So you're telling me TJ, they offer him the title fight versus Rafa to boil him down to 26. He didn't look good in that fight.
Well, no, but it's the same thing. Abraham Nova. I remember when Abraham Nova was at 130, they offered him the fight at 126 against Robesi Ramirez, and I mean, he took it. Shouldn't have taken it. Your weight drained, and he got knocked down by Robesi, and then he looked so much better at 130.
Speaking of Vasquez and Rafa derails everybody. Rafa did it to Robesi. Rafa did it to Vasquez. Rafa has a big fight coming up. He's fighting Leo, right?
I'm saying losing to Rafa like that is not that big a deal.
That's not signed. No.
Figueroa Rafa's not signed?
No.
Oh, they're telling me it's in September on the Canelo card. No? That's what I was told. I was told that Rafa versus
I heard the rumor. I don't know if.
Oh shit. Okay. I didn't know
that I heard, and then I heard that Figgy turned that down.
Oh, if that were to go, dude,
I would have loved that fight. I would have loved that
too,
fight. That's my favorite fight, probably at 126.
Bro,
I'd rather have Figgy, Rafa, and then Shu and Leo fight. Like if you were going to have the four, and then winner meets
off. If I would go Rafa, Figgy. Actually, how would you rate the four champs? I would put Leo at 4. I rate Figueroa. I've always rated him. He was on my no bet list until I picked him to beat Ball.
No,
I picked him.
Rafa style. He's the last man standing. Rafa
So is it
Styles, the last man standing.
Rafa, Shushu, Figgy, Leo? If you had to rate the
Yeah,
champs in 26.
Rafa's looked unstoppable. You have Figueroa that was losing
Rafa's
almost
the
every
best.
round to
You don't think Rafa loses?
Steph Cooper. No,
He's
I mean
32.
even Shushu arguably lost to what's the African kid's name not that long ago?
Sagawa.
Sagawa. Yeah, like and
Shushu's up and down for me.
Angelo Leo's up and down too. I mean, he's
Yeah.
had some close calls also. His
Rafa's the
claim
best
to
guy in
fame
that weight
is
class. I think by far. Yeah.
Rafa's a dog.
like
There's some guys we're not thinking of though at 26 that aren't champions.
Mirko Coelho. He's great.
Coelho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's see, Casemiro Neri boys. Just trying to give the chat shout out to the chat. We're flooded between 60 and 80 in here. We've been on an hour and 45 minutes. Casemiro Neri.
Neri. Yeah.
Neri.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm
Neri's
leaning
left.
Neri.
Dude, that same. That
Nick
left-
Ball and Nick Ball is the other guy in that at 126 that we've never mentioned. Whatever.
Well, we faded
and
Ball.
We
too.
purposely didn't mention him. Yeah,
Okay.
purposely.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And Aleem is the other
No.
guy in that division. We like Aleem or no? Are we doing
Recently can box a bit. I'm
I don't
on
even-
the leaderboard.
I don't know if he's making that weight anymore.
Yeah, big dude. What fights are we missing? Gary, have you ever pulled up a fourth screen on StreamYard? I thought we could do 4 screens.
I've
guess not.
I've never even tried to do it. No.
I guess not. Albert Ramirez, Vasquez. So we like Vasquez to beat Lugo. We like so you're gonna take Willabaldo to beat Maloney, Neri to beat Casemiro, Pally Fiaz, Chris Billum Smith, Rosicki.
Wait,
it's not a fight.
Johnny, do you like Maloney to beat Willabala? Did you say that?
I didn't, but there's a sharp in my Discord named, do you know Barry Unboxing on Twitter? BUR.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He does
breakdowns. Yeah, he does breakdowns too. Yeah.
But he does like write up breakdowns, like text.
Mhm.
And I like Willabaldo's offense. I like his aggression. I like his volume. I like his output. He's the champion. I've never rated the Maloney brothers. And the one thing I'll never be guilty of is being accused of favoring Aussie fighters, even though I live in Sydney. You know what I'm saying? So he wrote this big write-up, though, and he's breaking it down, and I read it on the stream yesterday. He likes Maloney. He likes Maloney's outside game. He likes his technique. He likes his accuracy and his punching.
I could see that. But how long is he going to hold that up for? Because I did watch the Paul Butler fight, and Paul Butler's got good legs, right?
Paul Butler, people sleep on Paul Butler.
I mean, look, he was able to negate Inoue for 11 rounds. But
yeah,
Willabala was catching up to him, working the body, slowing him down, landing heavy on Paul Butler. And you got to imagine now, this is a Maloney that's not prime Maloney anymore. So
no,
I can see Willabala having a lot of the same success, because that's the one thing. He's all gas, no brakes. He's going to be throwing everything at you from round 1 to round 12. And, I'd rather trust that guy than the guy that is down to their prime. Is he going to be able to stick and move the entire 12 rounds? That's my thinking behind it.
Yeah, Maloney 8 years ago, the Maloney brothers, like 8, maybe
pre-Nakatani.
And then his brother Jay, pre-Inoue. They both, bro.
Yeah.
So and so I was actually, I'm not saying I flip-flopped. I'm not saying I'm on Maloney, but the one thing I do listen to the chat, and he made some good points, because I initially was like instinct Willabaldo, like like we look at our books, we instinctively go who we want. I didn't even second guess it. I was
there's
like,
a reason why the fight is legitimately 50-50, right? So it's not.
I want to ask both you guys about this, because it's a hotbed issue in one of my live streams. Gary and TJ from Boss Cristos, what do the fellas think about Zuffa and their matchmaking? I want you guys to answer this, and then I'll go after.
You want to go first, TJ?
I love it. Listen, I like the matchmaking. They're just getting started. So you have to understand that they're still getting a platform of fighters. So as soon as they have more fighters, we'll have better matches. And my issue now is we don't get a lot of the matches that we want with boxing, because the belts are always, you're not getting the fights with the certain with the certain championships, like unification fights, right? The belts get in the way with mandatories. Zuffa doesn't care about any of that. So they're just going to sign fighters and make the fights that we're wanting. And I can see like their plan and what they're doing. They're still getting started. Right now, it's been great. I think right now the Zuffa shows have been very competitive. If you look, there's been a lot of upsets. There's been a lot of 50-50 fights. How many times you turn on a boxing card and you see maybe 1 or 2 50-50 fights, and then the rest are like just A-side wins, right? You're not getting that with Zuffa.
Yeah.
And I think that's only going to get better. Like the model is have competitive fights. So
Gary,
now,
what's your
I
take,
like it.
Gary?
No, I basically second everything TJ just said. I think it's been great. I think it's great for the sport. They're just getting started. If they can sustain losing some money up front, they're going to change the way we know boxing. Like you're not going to get like top ranking Golden Boy cards where there's 8 fights on it, 7 of them you know the winner of off the bat, right? You're not going to get cards like that anymore. You're getting good 50-50 fights. So everyone's going to have to earn their paycheck every fight. I love what they've done so far. It's just they're obviously going to lose money up front.
Yeah.
Dana White has it to lose. Does he? Is he willing to play the long game? If he is, he's going to change the way we know boxing.
Here's my issue with Zuffa. And so, from an entrepreneurial perspective, it's great. Competition is great for growth with any business, right? Another opportunity for fighters to have a chance to fight with another promotion, be seen on international TV is great. My problem, though, what do fellas think of the matchmaking? I'm an OG UFC fan. I've been reporting on the UFC for over a decade. I've been watching Dana White since 1993, UFC 1 in Denver, Colorado. I've had Hoist Gracie on my show before. He's in my first book. My point is this. The UFC, where they struggle is they don't manufacture their youth. They fucking turn and burn young talent, and they chop them up like this because it's about the brand. What I saw 2 weeks ago on the Zuffa card when they took Justin Valoria, a really good young 21-year-old prospect, and put him in there with a 26-year-old freaking grown man, and Valoria got the break speed off of him. That told me, I was like, you know what? You have to develop your young talent. You have to develop your young prospects. Zuffa boxing right now, it's about the brand and not the boxer. And in boxing, we know with young guys, you have to move them a certain way. There's a way to move young talent in boxing. You can't just put a 21-year-old
Johnny,
Valoria.
there's a counter to that. Like,
let's hear it. That's my only beef. Though.
Did he freeze?
I think TJ froze. Are you good, Gary?
Yeah. No, I actually wanted to hear what he had to say.
Me too.
I love what Zuffa is doing.
You don't mind the matchmaking with the young talent?
No, because like
Kane Sandoval versus J-Rod, dude, that's terrible matchmaking.
It's okay to take an L early in your career. Like, it's okay. But how do you come back from it? I'd rather them do what they're doing, match you tough from day one, than do what Golden Boy at Top Rank does.
So you're saying over time. So you're saying, so in a vacuum, it might look a certain way, but over time, it'll help progress the sport.
Because boxing is never, especially in America, it's never played the long game. It's always been short, quick money. For as long as I've been alive, at least, right? This is the first time where boxing is looking to play the long game, in my opinion.
Okay. I guess I was just, I personally invested in Justin Valoria, his uncle, world champion fighter. Everything about Valoria's game. Give me 1 second. I gotta share this with everything about Valoria's game as a 21-year-old aggressive puncher is that we all knew that his defense is lacking. He doesn't move his head, and you learn that on the way up. Did you watch the Valoria got the brakes beaten off of him?
I lost money on that fight.
So did I. And then even I won money on J-Rod to beat Sugarcane, but that was terrible matchmaking. Kane Sandoval's 21 against a real guy in Julian Rodriguez. So I understand your point. You bring up a good valid point. TJ, drop your point on that question. We're all waiting to hear.
Oh, like we just saw Hamza Shiraz, right? A vacant world title fight. He's fighting Alim Bejek. Like, this guy shouldn't even been in the ring with him. This is the fights that we're getting because essentially what it is these sanctioning bodies are just greedy, right? They're just greedy. They're giving Shiraz a vacant belt opportunity against the guy that didn't belong in the ring with him. That was horrible matchmaking. It was a horrible fight. It was a waste of a co-main event. And now recently we just saw Raymond Murataya for his title defense. He's fighting Robson Conceição, who's not even a 135 pounder. That's another horrible fight that shouldn't be happening, but it's a top rank in-house. Get him ranked real quick at 135 pounds. Keep the belt in house. Like, so you see these sanctioning bodies, these promoters are just being greedy, and you're not getting the fights that you really want. How many great 135 pounders are there that Raymond Murataya should be fighting? He shouldn't be fighting Robson Conceição as the co-main for Roach and Zepeda. Like, these aren't the fights that we want, but
Who do you want?
Who do you want
Murataya to fight? I mean, Conceição, former world champion, has an opportunity to become a 2-division world champion. I mean, who do you want Murataya to fight?
Yeah, but he's a 130 pounder.
5 pounds.
He's
it's not
nothing,
like 40.
Yeah, but he's done nothing. He's done nothing at lightweight. He doesn't deserve that fight.
Who should Murataya be fighting?
Shakur.
It's a good fight.
Shakur.
It's a good fight. Shakur looked big in the ring, standing next to Shock. I gotta say,
Yeah, they didn't look like the same weight class at all. Yeah.
Maybe Shakur was wearing Timberlands, and we know Shock's wearing the boxing boots, but he looked big, dude. I was like,
Shakur's a big, Shakur's a big kid.
But back to the point though, TJ. So, do you have an issue with Zuffa taking their young prospects and not developing them? Because that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing Sugarcane Sandoval shouldn't have been in the ring with J-Rod. The kid that we just talked about, the 21-year-old who just got his Justin Valoria should not be in the ring with that 26-year-old Garcia. I think his last name was. So I think that's an issue. I think that's part of boxing. We need gatekeepers. We need guys. We need tomato cans. We need contenders. We need prospects. We need the system to develop guys. I think Zuffa right now is just kind of chopping those young bucks up.
I don't think that's worked. Like, I think that's question begging when you say they don't develop their talent. No, I think they do. I think they just develop them differently. I think instead of giving you layups, they make you go out and sing for yourself, or they make
it makes the fighter better. It makes the fighter better. Also, if you're instead of babying a fighter and then cashing them out later.
Okay, no, it's good. It's a good chat to have. It's a good chat to have.
And for the fan, wouldn't we rather see that tough competitive fight? Right.
For sure.
Instead of saying, hey, we got a top rank undercard, Roland Polanco's fighting somebody, Colombian that he's gonna blow out in 2 rounds because it's a developmental fight. Oh, this is good. No, we don't want to watch that. It's a waste of time. We'd rather have these 50-50 matchups and see if this kid is gonna rise to the occasion when he's tested. We want them tested. Yeah. But that's how a fan of boxing should look at it. Not like, hey, this guy needs more, developmental fights. Like Terramona. When is he going to get a real fight? Like,
somebody.
But you see what I'm saying? In Zuffa, they wouldn't do that. That should be illegal. What he's doing right now.
It should be. Somebody should have went to prison for that last fight down here in Australia.
I'm gonna throw my boy under the bus. Mario Barrios is a good friend of mine. Look at his resume when he went and got a world title shot. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, he won a world title. He has to be a top 50 fighter.
I feel like I'm getting hit with a stray with that comment.
No, why you getting hit with a stray?
Because I took Mario. I took Mario over Garcia.
That's just because you hate Ryan. You didn't actually think he was going to win. You just
I don't hate Ryan. He just had to prove. Dude, Ryan looks switched on, this version of him. It's not that I hated him. He looked locked in. He looked locked. I'm a disciplined guy.
So on my no bet list. I don't bet on either of those guys.
So the Terramona thing, TJ, nobody is putting their hand up to fight him, though. There's not a lot of heavyweights in the world in boxing. You know what I mean? There's not many big men.
Dude, there's a lot of heavyweights that you could ring. Whether it's like Johnny Rice or Stephen Shaw, or even in Australia, what do they have? Joseph Goodall, like he should be.
You can always get heavyweights. You can get David Allen will fight him right now.
I think I just think Terramona is that. Terramona,
he's an Olympian and he's almost 30 years old. Like, what are we doing? He's not a 20-year-old prospect like Leo Tang from the UK. Like, this guy needs to be moved faster.
Do you think so? What are they doing? What's America doing with Josh Edwards?
Oh, Josh Edwards didn't look good his last fight.
He did not look good. No, Colantanio. So I was high on Edwards until his last fight, and then he goes up against a 30. Well, the dude was only 24. He looked like he was 40. that's the thing though. You don't know like styles. You don't know how they mesh. You don't know if a guy had a good camp. But I was told that nobody is putting their hand up. Matchroom has signed Terramona. They're look like the guy has flown. He was on I think the Shushu Carrington undercard a couple months ago in New York. He flew back
Then
here
pay
to Brisbane.
more. Like, I don't believe that. I honestly, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
A 6'7". Have you seen him fight?
Yeah, I have.
Who would you match?
I think he's.
Who?
I mean, I think obviously they're not going to put him in someone to beat him, right? That's not the point. Like, he's an asset. There's value to him. You have to have him win, but at what point are you going to step him up?
I think the
that's my issue.
conversation that we were having about the Zuffa matchmaking makes more sense with you bringing up Morataya fighting Conceição than us talking about Terramona being a prospect fighting other guys who are trying to make a name for themselves. Like Morataya, I mean, at 35, Shakur, his last fight wasn't even at 35. So, his last fight was is he even at 35 or anymore?
Yeah, but he said he was going to come back down. That's why, right? And so
I know this fight isn't happening since we're on the topic, and I know Della is fighting in a month against Cordina. And if Della gets past Cordina, I want to see Abdullah versus Morataya.
I got a question though. Why not have Terramona fight a guy like Dave Allen or David Adelaide, a decent guy who we know who's battle tested? Why not have him fight someone?
I'd love to see that.
Okay, like it could be made. Both guys would take the fight. Like they don't want to risk him though. They don't want to risk the fact that David Allen could, old man.
But that's all. That's all Matchroom though. So
yeah,
this all comes.
But that's what
this is all
Zuffa's
Eddie
not
Hearn
doing. Zuffa would take him in and throw him in with Josh Edwards and say, "Sink us from pal," like they would.
So we're up. So that's. So you're saying for short-term sacrifice, it'll be long-term gains for boxing. The Zuffa model.
Because you put good fights, you'll get battle tested fights. You'll see who's actually good.
I'm not arguing that. No,
fans,
I'm open.
You want to watch competitive fights? Like, how many times we put a Golden Boy card on? It's like there's one or two competitive fights. Like, you're not even. Yeah, we have to argue. Okay. Hey, what round is this going to go over or under? That's what we're arguing. We're not arguing over who may win.
It makes us better bettors though, because those fight cards we have to get all sexy. We have to get all sexy.
But you're not bringing in new boxing fans, and that's the issue. Like, if you want,
no, you guys are onto something. I think you and Gary talking about the Valoria fight initially bothered me, but you're right. These guys need to be tested. If you test the guy early on, and then maybe this is a way that we as boxing could get out of the protecting your O sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Tucker. He was tested early on.
Dude, that kid has gotten zero easy fights.
And now he's got a very good fight against Yuri Cedeno.
Dude, Yuri Cedeno's
tried to cut Jahai Tucker so many times they wanted him off the payroll.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He had him
with Fiaz when he was like 19. It's like,
look at Jahai Tucker's resume, dude. They have paired that kid awfully hard.
Yeah.
Truck Simpson.
He has a better resume.
They don't treat the fighter that way.
He has a better resume than Erslandy Lara at 160.
It's crazy.
You would think
Erslandy Lara at 160, yeah. Erslandy Lara at 160 has like Spike O'Sullivan and Johan Gonzalez. Jahai Tucker resume blows him out the water.
You would think Jahai was 32 years old. I think he just turned 24. Maybe just turned 24.
When he fought Fiaz, he was 19. Like, what are we doing?
It's insane.
And then after that, they gave him the run right after that. Yeah,
that was a good fight. I'm interested to see if Flaz could come back from the Tiger fight. Flaz is a fun fighter that you can, but so Yuri Cedeno and Jahai, that's an interesting fight, boys.
Love that fight. Love that matchmaking. Dude, that's at Barclays. That's on the undercard of Boots. Yeah, Boots and Zayas.
Zayas.
Yeah,
I'm slightly on Cedeno's side, dude. Slightly. How about you?
I'll just put this out there. He has a draw from a few years ago. Watch that fight. Watch that fight against the Cuban.
Yuri
Cedeno. Watch that.
Okay.
Fight. Yeah.
Okay, so the boys want to know, dude. The chat's going crazy. We got
my phone's gonna die any second. My other phone now, so just a heads up. I got no charges here.
Is Chris Billum Smith a lock, boys? Gary.
I haven't done the tape yet. I don't like CBS. I don't want to say it's a lot. I don't like the price on the fight, but I'm gonna start that tape tonight.
All right, who you got?
I don't have thoughts on that yet.
If Abdullah fights Morataya, who wins?
Oof, that's the fight I want. This is the fight that we need. I don't need a Hobson Conceição. At 36 years old, coming up.
Sleep on Cordina. Cordina's gonna make Abdullah answer some questions.
Cordina's washed.
You think so?
Let
He
me
was
tell you
never
something.
good. No,
Sam
Washington
Noakes-
implies you were once.
I will take
Washington
Sam
implies you were
Noakes.
once good. When was
I'll
Joe
take Sam
Cordina
Noakes
good?
every day of the
Cordina
week
can
over
box.
Cordina.
You guys are haters. Cordina
No.
can box.
Eddie
Sam Noakes or
Vasquez and got a
Cordina?
lucky decision. You got a gift of a decision. You got dog walked by Eddie Vasquez.
That wasn't the first
Yeah.
time you got a lucky decision either.
All right, you guys are
Rakhimov? Yeah.
okay. So Abdullah handles Cordina. Does he beat Morataya?
I'd take him over Muratai.
Morataya impressed me
I don't
against
want to
Cruz.
disrespect
I didn't know
Morataya,
Morataya
right?
was that
'Cause
mean.
I took
I keep
Muratai over
picking
Andy
against
Cruz
him.
too.
Yeah.
I didn't know he
I
was
love
that
it.
mean. Morataya is way meaner than I thought.
I since he's like 18, I've been saying, Abdullah, who's the best lightweight in the world? He's like, me. Right? I love that.
You know where I'm from?
I-
I'm from Northeast Ohio, dude. I've been a huge. I can't preach too much because people say I'm a homer. But Abdullah Mason, dude.
Mason will beat him on the inside. He'll beat him on the inside. His hands
Bro,
are faster. He's not
fights
gonna, Andy Cruz didn't have that inside game. That's
Abdullah
why
fights
I like,
with so much determination. Like that.
Nah,
That's sort of.
I like
It's
Mason.
like
That's a great fight.
there's like
I
a
think
bit
he's
of
gonna
Chico
stop-
Corrales in him. I see some Chico in Abdullah. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
like
who are you picking? TJ, you're taking Abdullah? I want to take Mason too, but I don't want to. Everyone's like, you always bet against Muay Thai, which I do.
That's a tough fight. Morataya could big brother him though. Morataya is classy, dude. He's good at all ranges. He's defensively sound. He's mean. He's sharp. He doesn't waste a lot. He's an efficient puncher. If anything, the knock on Abdullah is he gets hit clean too much. There is a little bit of defensive sort of questions. We've seen him drop before with lesser competition in a 6-rounder, all that sort of things. Morataya seems locked in at this stage of the game. He's a world champion now. You know, he has that sort of that swag to him. That's a good fight if that goes down.
Why would but here's my question, and I get it, and it happens with fighters. Why would Abdullah Mason not listen to his corner, and why did he just go to war with Noakes when he could have just outclassed him?
I just think that's in his DNA. I think that's Chico Corrales.
Okay, cool.
That's Diego Corrales right there.
Is that a problem? Is that a solution or is that a problem?
It's how you become a legend in our sport. It's how you gain a fan base. It's the Arturo Gatti thing. Do you remember Arturo Gatti round 4 when Gatti was up 3? You know, he was winning easily against Mickey Ward the first fight, and his corners yelling at him, "Box, Arturo, box!" Like he could have made that fight so much easier.
Quite easy.
And
he could have.
And he's like, nope. It's like it's not in him to do it. So I think Abdullah has that.
Have you seen Arturo Gatti's daughter, Sophia Gatti?
No, she's probably a dime piece. Is she? Right, dude. What a heartbreaking.
she's like a law school student. Like she's like super smart too. But
I was friends with Arturo Jr. on Instagram, man. We used to talk all the time. That's dude. Everything bums me out.
She's going to be a lawyer. It's like she's in law school. She's like 22. She's in law school right now because she wants to because they have different moms. Arturo Jr. and Sophia have different moms.
So Sophia not the Brazilian.
Sophia's trying to get the mom in jail. Like she's going
Gary,
all in on it.
Okay,
her
Gary,
brother and her dad. Yeah.
Gary, so I got banned from YouTube from 2022 to 2023 for a video I did about this case. So I did a video about.
I will. Yeah. Did I say too much already?
No.
Did I say,
no.
Okay.
It's personal to me. I did so my whole boxing content was always boxing content, but I used to I did a video on Errol Spence's speech over the last 10 years. And this was before I got banned. And it was like Errol doing an interview in 2014, Errol doing an interview in 2017, and it got a bunch of views. And so it was that sort of content. And then I did one on Arturo Gatti, how he was killed by the Brazilian girl. And, you know, I laid out the evidence. And these were the days where, like, my YouTube videos, you didn't see me. I would just do voiceovers, and I would lay over the content. And it got taken. Dude, the evidence in the hotel in Brazil, they said he choked himself. And, like, then she tried to change her story, said it was, like, some sort of sexual thing, how she was. It's horrible what happened to him. And then they're saying
the brother died the same. She killed her son. Like, how sick is this person? The son died the exact same way.
In Mexico.
Yeah.
Bro, That's a great. If anybody,
And that's
if you
why
guys
the
don't,
daughter, the sister, is going after
if
Arturo
if
Jr.'s
if the
mom.
chat doesn't know, if the chat doesn't know what we're talking about, all I'm gonna say is research Arturo Gotti and Arturo Gotti Jr. All right, so Gary, some of the boys want to ask you, Abdullah knocking out Cordina, Youngin. How long is it? This is the longest stream I've ever done. Uh, what do you think about Kid Schofield, Abdullah Mason? Is that the fight to
Kid
make, true or
Schofield's
false?
my guy, good friend of mine. Mason would dog walk him.
How come we haven't seen Kid since he's fought one round since he just totally starched Tevin? What's going on with him?
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Oh, you actually know?
He's a good friend of mine. His dad
is he
him,
injured?
His dad.
Is he hurt?
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll
Okay.
go with that.
Is he still signed with who's he is who's he signed with Matchroom? Golden Boy.
Golden Boy.
Roy Jones got CTE. He don't know what he's talking about. Fresh BX, Nooks is tough. Kid keeps pulling out of fights.
Not listening to your corner, to me, is problematic. I understand he's fighting for a world title, and he's not going to lose it on the cards, right? Like, he's not going to let them take it away from him. So he's going to try to win the world title. And I respect that. But, kid, you got to listen to your corner.
Abdullah?
Yeah. I love the kid, but he was not like, I understand. Like, he was going to go win a world title that night. Again, I understand. But, like, you're making your life way more difficult than you have to.
He got hit way too much for me.
Yeah.
He got hit way too much for me. Kid waiting for the so King says Kid's waiting for the Tank fight. True or false?
Not necessarily.
Okay. And then King's wait. All right, guys. Longest stream. I've never done a stream 2 hours, bro. This was fun, man. So the only fight I think you and I disagree on is Angeletti versus Lover. And I said in my breakdown that is it. If Angeletti has his way, he wins the fight. I think he could just win on the outside and make it look easy and outclass him on points. And I think if Lover wins, he's going to force Angeletti into his fight on the inside. Angeletti could get overconfident on the inside, and the power could be too much. So if you're Angeletti, do you think points or money line is enough?
I'm just taking Angeletti on the money line. I could see a
late
stoppage if it's plus money.
He starts breaking
Lover
them down.
Really gets over aggressive and so But I would say the two most likely outcomes. I would say most likely outcome A is Angeletti by money. Most likely outcome B is Lover by stoppage.
Okay, yeah, right. To Angeletti's still plus 140, and that's the thing, man. I went into my tape on Angeletti, and then I came out on Lover, just based off of the tape that I just watched their last two fights. I just felt like what Lover does really well, I'm banking on will trump what Angeletti does really well, but we'll see. Giovanna agrees with you. Cody's on Yabuki. What's your bet of the week, bro? Leave us with some because we're about to wrap it up, guys. Gary, give us your bet of the week.
Angeletti on the money line, plus 105.
Beautiful, brother. All right, guys, if you're not following 3D Boxing, Gary 3D Boxing, the boxing bookie, go give him a follow. Does videos, breakdowns every single day, live streams. Hit the notification. G, thanks, man.
I appreciate you, Johnny. Thank you. This is fun.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. 2-hour live stream's insane. There's still 70 of you savages in here. I'll stay on for like 5 minutes. I have a client here. If you guys are new to the channel, hit subscribe. If you're not in our Discord, click the link. It's a couple bucks a month. Our Discord is what makes us successful. Even though I'm the talking head of our channel, our Discord is filled with boxing savages, sharps, professional bettors, MMA sharps. We're not just a boxing show. So click the link and let me know if you have any questions. I could bring the odds back up to see if they shifted. It's 12:23 p.m. Wednesday, June 3rd here in Sydney. I'll leave it on a couple more minutes for you boys. Let me know what's up. It was fun to have TJ and Gary on, man. Gary and I haven't live streamed in a while. And TJ's always traveling. King Knockout says Kid is Tank's mandatory. I want to hear what Gary had to say about Kid. We got the NBA playoffs starting tomorrow. The NBA finals starting tomorrow. San Antonio versus New York. We've been covering, you guys know if you're on my channel, I'm a pro sports fan. What app is this? Peep that. DK hasn't released the prop yet. DJ Heads in the house, man. Appreciate you, bro. $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. However you guys can help the channel, man, it goes a long way. You guys know that. Whether you like the video, whether you subscribe, you hit the super chat up. I'll leave it on, man. I'll leave it on if you guys want me to break down a fight. If maybe there's something you guys are torn on, I'll bring the odds up real quick. So I think Gary and I really got into it really well about this fight, and you know, I think for anybody new to the channel, it helps explain that just because I pick one fighter doesn't mean that we're picking against the other guy. Angeletti, I think, will do his best work on the outside. I think his counterboxing, his accuracy is good, but I'm siding with Kenneth Lover and his power and explosivity and his left hand. I'm a fan of Lover, and I think that Angeletti at times likes it a little bit too neat, and I think Lover is going to make it a little bit dirty. Okay, Katia, what's up, Major Boxing Betting? Appreciate you. I don't know if I'm getting these odds yet. Yeah, I'm not getting it yet. But if you Katia knockout, what's it paying? Minus 280. Okay, minus 280. I mean, if we're gonna play that, I think he's gonna. I've said this all week. This Eye of the Tiger card, especially for the main event, the co-main event, and the co-feature. So I'm talking Katia, Albert Ramirez, and Arobio. I think there's going to be bloodshed. I like knockouts in all of those fights. I'm not getting props. I think the Albert Ramirez is a 67% return right now. That's not my fault, Gil. Gil, that ain't my fault, bro. Shout out to Gil. He's our JSB Insider Discord moderator. So for all you boys in our Discord, you have any questions, message Gil. I wake up with like 40 questions from you guys. Message Gil. Holy, that's dude, 290, 195. I got a plus 400. Can you shoot the Discord to my email when you get a chance? I just reached out. Boxing Wiz. So Boxing Wiz, did you join on? All right, I'll hit you at Boxing Wiz, Meet Playmaker. We got a bunch of boys joining. Yeah, for sure, brother. You just email me. I got you, kid. Can you talk me through the Ibuki fight a bit? Yes. I'll pull the Ibuki odds up. Masamichi Ibuki. Okay. My browser's crashing. Give me a second. Share screen. Give me a second, Cody. I'm trying to pull it up, but my browser, my laptop is crashing at the moment. Share screen. Okay, I think we should be good. Stop sharing. We'll see if it comes up. I'll pull it up. Ibuki's a really aggressive Japanese fighter. He's going against Rene Kalito. Kalito's been in some wars as of late. Ibuki's style is kill or be killed. Statistically speaking, the chat, we've won on Ibuki a couple fights in a row by knockout. 19 of his, he's 19-4. He's been stopped twice, and he has 18 knockouts. So this is a fun guy. It comes down. It's a stats play, Cody. It's a statistical play. It's also a pattern play regarding our money over the last 3 Ibuki fights. We got Ibuki a plus money in 2 of those fights on the. We got Ibuki a plus money in 1 of those fights on the money line, and obviously we took him in 3 of those fights at plus money by stoppage. So I'm just playing patterns here, and I'm taking him to stop Kalito. I'm not getting props on it though. Of his 19 wins, it's kill or be killed in terms of how Ibuki fights. If you guys are new to Japanese boxing, he's your atypical Japanese boxer style front foot guy, throw in the pocket, chin down, punch to get hit to get hit sort of guy. Give one to take one. Khalito, damn this. It's a 12 round. I don't see Khalito lasting 12 rounds. I like Khalito. Khalito has some craft to him. I thought Khalito won the first fight against Willabaldo. I mean, how many guys do you see at 112 pounds with a 97% knockout to win ratio? My internet's it's storming out here in Sydney, guys, so my internet is tripping. Yeah, so I'm just leaning on, and when you look at Khalito's style, he's going to be on his front foot. So when you look a Japanese style aggressive puncher, not a lot of defense. Mexican style pressure, volume, pace. They meet in the middle. It's why Japanese boxing, man, is really exciting. This most recent version of it in the last 5 years, super entertaining. You think of guys like Andy Hiroka coming from this, Jin Sasaki coming from this pedigree. Obviously, we know about Inoue and Nakatani, but like even on the domestic level, you get a lot of these Japanese fighters who are like world level guys, and they bring over the Mexican guys who are world level guys, and it's just chaos. So it's a 12 rounder, not a 10 rounder. I just feel that Ibuki's power and his style mixed with Khalito's pressure and pace, it's going to be just a car crash. And I'm banking on Ibuki to come out at the end. That's how I see it. You guys aren't getting a windstorm? Zach is in North City. I'm near the national park. It's like the trees are like this. These are the normal trees. These are my trees. Like that. Does Jack Massey fight go the distance? I'm not getting props. Right now, Massey is my dog of the week. All right, I'm going to send you the link right now, bro. Okay, boom. Copy link. Who just entered? The 11th just landed. So Boxing Wiz on Discord. Did you message me? Too many tabs open, Johnny. You guys got me going crazy, boys. Boxing Wiz. Send me a direct message on Discord and I'll send you, or on Patreon. And I'll send you the link right now. Then we ain't neighbors. 10 Mark is a dude. Look at Mark, 10 months, JSB Insider. My guy. Mark, how do you see the Kenneth Lover fight going? Guys, is it Kenneth Lover, Michael Angeletti? Let me know. Playmaker, what's up, Johnny? Trying to get to the Discord. Okay. You're now a member. Josh Padley. Perfect. Playmaker, I just messaged you the link, bro. Welcome. You got it. Giovanna, do you want to come on the live? I want to hear why you're leaning Angeletti. Lover, for the world, he's the mini pack. I'm on Lover too, bro. I watched Lover versus Trenching. I'm not impressed. Let's bring it up. I'll pull it up.
Here we are again.
That shit's gonna get me. Hold up. That's gonna get me flagged for sure. I don't want to get it flagged. Go watch that fight. Guys, Mario back there. Yeah. Come on, baby. Jab Zuda in the house. Guys, I gotta run. We've been on for almost 2.5 hours. Still got 50 of you savages in here. Go to Kenneth Lover fight. So the one thing I could say though about Lover, I've been watching him for about 3 years. He's made you don't like what you saw against Cheng? What are you talking about, dude? I like this fight, bro. Lover's an aggressive ass southpaw, throws that left hand from the back. I like that. And he's always in your face. He's super athletic. He's super explosive. He has power in both hands, especially his left hand. And he never lets you take a breath. And the reason why I really like him against Michael Angeletti is Angeletti is a technician who likes things on the outside. And I think that Lover's power and aggression is going to make Angeletti uncomfortable. And we'll see. It's a great fight. For me personally, of all the cards, we have the Zuffa card in the UK. We have the Japanese card. We have the Eye of the Tiger card in Canada. We have the Pro Box card. This fight in Japan, Angeletti versus Lover, is my fight of the week. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got to run.